This is Alyssa Huber, director of Curse of Waters, and I have with me a bunch of my cast members. There's Brandon Huber.
No.
Yes.
I'm
he,
here,
he
apparently.
played Dert and Sam.
Yeah.
Great.
And
Alright, I'm Harrison
no one else.
Wiggins, and I play Eli, the main character and the coolest
Smitty,
one
right?
ever. And Smitty, yeah, he was more cool than Eli though, so let's face it, he was old and awesome.
Alright, there's Jared.
I'm Jared. I'm not going to say my last name because it's confidential.
Sure it is. It's in the
I already
credits.
gave it, so
I guess I played Piranha Joe. Okay.
and Daniel Ducktooth, double,
Danny.
yeah, and a ton of extras.
Yeah, you
Yep.
played extra.
You'll see me around.
And there's Kendra.
Yes, I'm Kendra and I played Jasmine.
That's about it.
I was the pirate with the violin
Yes,
too.
you were the.
Yeah, she was the violin pirate.
Top. And I did makeup and stuff
I did makeup too.
That's
That's not
so
the right
nice.
name.
Alright, Luke, you're next.
Alright, I'm Luke, as previously stated, and I played Rusty for half the film. The other half of the film, there was no Rusty. Yes.
Hello, I'm Random Guy. I play the Overseer.
That's Nate. He's a guest with us. He's
He's the audience.
gonna give all the unbiased comments because he probably hasn't
Because
seen
we're
the
although I
movies.
can't
We're
see
biased,
the, I
and we
can't
think
quite-
it's awesome, but
I can't quite see the movie, but from what I can see out of like my good eye, it looks intense.
alright.
Right, and I'm Devin, and I play Hank, the hook-handed pirate for...
Heck. You mess up your own name. Heck. You were close though.
I'm surprised you remember that much.
Off by just one letter. Alright.
Let's start this thing.
We're gonna start the movie.
No, don't.
And I love the beginning, the parental
I love when
rights.
buttons
You gotta
work.
turn the PS3.
Yeah.
Did you hear that, PS3? I love it when buttons work. I'm gonna buy an Xbox. See, that got it going.
Just turns off. It
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
turn
like
back
I'm
on
done.
ever again.
Alyssa
Alright.
Huber Film.
Yay.
Now my hands are
For lack of a better name.
Films Huber Alyssa.
all. Yeah.
Oh, thanks a lot. I love that.
I love how you can't read that at all.
Watch. My feet are awesome.
This,
Hey, the quality's good.
Sorry, be with you in a minute.
in my opinion, I love this beginning so much more than the original with the storybook.
Yeah, that was kind of lame.
So that's
When you're
stank.
looking at things.
I like the ending.
Like, remember
I like
how
this.
The ending was fun.
remember how Brandon and I like led a campaign to
You know,
get rid of it?
life is like this.
The original
bottle of
opening with
root beer.
Aunt John, and then
Nice
like
and fizzy at
she
first,
was the one who
but
created it,
then goes
and
flat.
she was so not happy with us when we said we didn't like it.
Poor Kate. Sorry. We like this movie.
Yeah, we love you,
It's
Kate.
kind of hard to hear if you turn it up a little.
Yeah.
I'm the one.
Well, we're trying to record our voices, not really
Yeah,
move.
Yeah, no
I
one
wanna
cares,
hear
no one
the
cares
movie.
about the movie, we just care about us talking.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
It's
it in a
Tony
while.
Stark.
We should put up
Tony Stark with a
subtitles.
fake
Oh.
gun.
I
Tony Stark with a gun with the obvious orange
And
tip
just
to his face.
I don't like how they do
Right,
the
there's
movie.
Ramblings of
At
Nolan.
least now I can grow something.
One time I was showing my brother The Dark Knight.
I killed a dead man. That was like, I remember just thinking that was the coolest line ever.
you're like, wait a minute, something makes sense.
Wait, he's already dead!
I killed some guy. We had a big fight over it. Yeah, put in subtitles on.
My friends tried to have
Hey,
subtitles on mine.
nice hat.
I was like, no.
Flashback.
Okay, it was
Before
like,
he hit puberty.
yes. It was like, it was winter.
Was
when
my
we
name
filmed-
up there?
When we filmed the
Yeah.
shot, that shot with me there, we filmed that and it was winter, it
Oh
was
my gosh,
December.
I don't remember that.
It was really insanely cold.
We made you wear a t-shirt. But here it was not winter, right?
Oh no,
Here,
that's me.
here it's like 6 in the morning.
Yes.
It was really early, and like so when it rained, it was still cold.
And look at you playing with
Somebody
the...
just picks up the wheel.
I love that.
I'm like, no, put it back, put it back.
I was a menace to this movie.
Oh man. Like Harrison, he sees the
Jared, you
script
look
and he
like
just
a
kind of
thief
like.
instead of a pirate.
Yes, okay.
Goes and
Yes,
spits
maybe.
right in his face.
He's a ninja pirate.
Or a ninja pirate. No.
I was short.
Is this before they got
I was
cursed?
short like the lead.
What?
This is before they get cursed?
Yeah, it's the beginning of the movie.
I'm pretty sure we cut out my flashback
Big curse.
that I had to film in the rain that you were making with the hose.
I haven't seen this
Yeah,
movie
for
for
hours.
hours.
Dude, we're gonna watch that later. We gotta watch it.
I'm trying to remember what that was.
That was, remember the flashback of Rusty and Piranha Joe?
Don't you remember?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right.
That's the one you were
I
talking
love
about.
That had Alex's, right?
Yeah, that was the hose. That right there.
I was the
Giant
person
hose.
behind the hose. I love spraying
yeah.
everyone.
You're the hose
That
guy.
was the best. Yeah, I was the
You're
best.
the hose guy. Brandon was the hose guy.
Remember?
Yeah, I forgot my
I love it. Yeah, the grass.
And there was,
The
like,
grass
rain-
in the
Alyssa.
distance.
Just sailing on the
I had to rain
grass.
down on
What?
everyone.
This took.
Feel like the water on the
Oh my
on the
gosh.
camera.
Dude, remember you had to hold the umbrella on the camera?
Oh yeah, that was my job. I was holding the umbrella over the camera.
And it was so cold. This water
And
was
I
so
didn't do a good job, but it makes it look epic. It's like Pirates of the Caribbean.
My poor camera took
I'm
so
sorry,
much abuse.
we have to cut that part out.
With rock camera.
Why
This
is
was not a rip-off of Pirates of the Caribbean.
No, look at Heather's amazing dancing. Really.
Oh, I like
trying to
how the mustache is
understand.
falling off.
Oh good, the whole plate. You know how we got that whole deck to shake? It was really complicated. We actually had to install motors underneath the deck.
I mean, obviously.
Whoa! I love that shot because that's actually a pool if you believe it.
You zoom out.
Oh, look at the pretty clouds.
Oh wow, you actually like made the edges like fog so you couldn't see like the pool.
Oh no, here
Or is
comes
that actual
pre-puberty. No. Not pre-puberty. Oh, there it is.
It's all a dream! So wait, that was like a flashback within a flashback just now.
It was
It's
a
a dream
dream.
within a flash.
Flashback section.
Oh, that's right, a
there.
dream within a flashback. But it was a
Oh,
flashback dream.
Brandon, we have to cut out that out now. You just said Inception.
Oh, dang it!
Wow.
Copyright.
Fail.
16.
It's that pan. That pan. We still have that pan.
You do? Oh my gosh. I
That was
remember
fun.
I was so hungry that morning. Every
You
time
ate
you'd
the
hand me the egg,
eggs.
I'd eat it.
I know.
And then my mom was like, "Did he eat the eggs?" I'm like, "Yeah, he did." She's like, "You know those were sitting out all morning, right?"
Well, I'm still alive today.
I gotta appreciate that set right now. That's
Still
my
Yeah.
sitting here
Is it,
stomach
that's
out.
what we're talking about.
I cannot imagine the people who made the movie The Titanic. Oh, I said it again. Stop referencing movies.
You said it again.
I said another movie.
Remember I slipped?
That is not
No,
made by
Got
anyone.
some.
Hey guys, oh! Hey Sam.
We'll have a designated time to complain about
Oh,
James
and then
Cameron
you
movies
actually
later.
ate eggs.
It was like,
Oh,
Look,
no.
my
Oh,
bandana
this is
changed.
so fun.
there's a part
You're
where
right,
there's
your
a bar
bandana
in the background
changed.
and a splitter.
Well, it's because
Look at him
my
walking down the field.
No,
This
that's
dude
not
is
me.
little
That's
too.
not me. No.
Get ready to see the splitter.
Oh my gosh, he's like 4 feet
I just
tall.
love how like you see like when he falls, his like feet.
Oh, there it
fly.
is.
yeah!
Splitter.
Hey, look, it's a suburban house.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
obviously.
Just kidding. That's obviously
The dancing monkey.
rusty shack. Yeah,
On an island somewhere.
on an island.
The
Dancing monkey.
I had to clumsily pick up the tripod to get that amazing shot.
It was gorgeous.
I love how he
So
closed.
you were
I
somewhere
love how he
else.
closed the door
Not
behind him
just
and then
Jasmine.
left it open the next shot.
Oh yeah.
Hey, there's me again.
There's Katie!
Oh my gosh, there's.
Oh yeah.
She looks totally
and I
different.
felt
Yeah, she
so
does.
awkward.
Look at those
and-
lights.
Well,
She looks totally
I was
different.
9 there though.
Face
I was
is
9.
Old taverns had those
Oh, yeah,
fluorescent
she is,
light
too.
bulbs.
We should
I
have
didn't
taught
think
Elisa
it
how to
was-
sweep
oh,
I
the
was
correct
so
way.
weird
Who's
that
that chick?
I was
She's looking at me like.
It made it so much funnier to do it.
Oh.
I had to talk about the weather.
No, I think she looks totally different. Whatever.
I was,
I
that wasn't fun for me. I was 9.
I remember him.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
He
bet.
originally
He
He was
played
the guy that
Vladimir.
Vladimir.
drew the guys here on the film.
Yeah, that's right. He played Vladimir.
He was so
Vladimir.
nice.
Vladimir, the Russian, at first, and then he was recast
Those lights
due
were
to even for complications.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we missed Katie's one line.
Oh, that's okay. This is the commentary. The people watch this, not gonna be hearing the movie anyways.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I don't want to
That's
see
obviously
it.
not me.
Yeah.
That parrot is so lifelike.
Oh yeah, like how it kind of is sideways with its legs sticking out.
Yes.
Oh, listen, I didn't know you shaved.
Oh yeah, I shaved since that.
Since when?
Isn't it amazing how I can grow like a black
We
beard?
missed
and
a
I-
plot point establishing that Harrison works at this place.
Yeah, we did.
We missed a plot point. That was my job. Was
No, it's
establishing
Eli's,
plot
not
points.
Harrison's. Eli.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Eli.
Yeah.
Jeez, get it right.
No, really.
Do you guys remember the original version of the scene?
Yes.
That was bad.
Wait,
Do you
what?
remember the original version of the scene?
When we first made it up.
Somebody else wore the beard. It was, and
I don't remember.
you don't remember?
No, that was the first scene. That was the first scene with Heather.
Yeah. Heather played that character.
Yeah.
Oh my
There
gosh.
she is.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
Galena.
Galena.
Oh,
There's your revenge on your sister, Kendra.
She's nine.
She's so little.
This is super weird for me.
It's too graphic for me, guys. I can't quite watch this. My mom said no.
There was no
That's why
violence.
there was a parental
They were like,
guidance.
There's no violence in the ratings. We lied.
Yeah, because originally the bearded pirate wasn't Elise.
Yeah,
It was.
no.
Yeah.
I just played the bearded dehydrated pirate, and then we changed it in the plot.
Yeah.
We changed the plot a lot.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
fact
yeah.
I don't even remember what the original story of Crystal
I
Water
don't even know what the plot is.
That was ad lib.
I don't know what the final version of Crystal Water
Me
is.
shaking the parent's hand was ad lib. Most of my stuff is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we discussed that with Josh.
Plot twist, which is all really a car commercial.
What kind of car though? It's a
That's a good
His
Prius.
idea wasn't to make you
I love
monotone.
how Brandon.
Sarcastic brother of the
His idea was to
director.
make you
Like,
monotone.
I'm rolling
I
up.
think it was your idea.
I love how creepily Brandon walks in the scene. It's just like he watches the
Told me to be monotone.
I know. I know. Look at that.
Bob and Bob and
Bob and Bob
He
are
doesn't show
both.
up.
They
Here
haven't showed Baba.
Here comes the devil herself.
Maybe I'm cutting that out,
I
right?
didn't say her name.
Man, Harrison was the attitude. You just yell at people crying.
No, Bobette is the devil herself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
jeez.
And not at least yeah.
Just made that 100% worse. I said Bobette.
Shut up.
You know, Bobette is actually a French name for a woman.
Whoa.
Yeah, doesn't that stink? I would hate to name that.
Look at
Okay.
suburbs.
You're gonna marry a woman.
Creepy shot.
Apparently, this is a, like important like information toward the story.
We made this up on the fly too. We did it. We just remember we just like, hey, let's find a way to get rid of it.
Yeah.
I remember the
Stick
first
it.
time you said
Paper.
Well,
Stick it to the man.
You did have a.
Stick it to
It
the
sounded like
That's a
you said
good
frisbee.
shot.
We cut
Good
that
scene.
Oh, good job.
Like our
We did it.
Brandon, you are cracking up right there.
Yeah.
I like that scene change
This
right
was in
there.
Wisconsin.
I like
I
it.
think.
I got
Yeah,
like
that was
front row
Wisconsin.
seats.
And now here we are in Tortuga.
Or
Or
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Lost Island. All the candles live.
That's Illinois again.
Can be found once you know where it is because it's Wisconsin.
Isn't
It's
that
man
amazing
block.
how it
They're actually
travels
cannibals.
so fast?
Okay.
You go all the way to
Spoiler
Illinois.
The cannibals.
Remember when you
all the
slipped?
candles
Right,
live.
so when, during the scene,
That thing probably leaks like really badly.
it really did. Like but during the
That's good,
scene,
so
it was
we
so
wanted, right?
slippery. Brandon was like trying to walk, and then the
Mud.
yeah, and then the
like-
fishing pole got hooked on the roof.
Yeah.
And then he slipped and just like fell right into it.
I remember that.
You don't
Hey,
want
some
to.
fool.
You don't want to get the wharf flat, by the way.
Yeah, the wharf flat. The wharf flat.
Yeah,
It's like you don't need to get it going. And my favorite is he must have been having a root beer.
Yeah, you must have been having a root beer. What?
I remember seeing the first trailer for this movie.
Yeah, I remember we were
so
so
many
excited. This is the first
I
time
don't
I've ever
even
seen
know.
Facebook.
Hey.
Like the one with the boat, like the modern day boat on the water.
Yeah, that was so awesome, dude.
Well, the music was really good, and then I learned it was an Irish Celtic CD.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
We had copyrighted music for the first trailer.
Yeah, originally they went in like a shack.
So that's how you hide, Harrison. You put your hands on your face, and that'll protect you from the
Originally we went in like into a secret passage.
I gotta appreciate Alyssa for editing this whole hour-and-a-half long movie.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna applaud myself too. You're
She was like,
I would
she
never
was
do
like
that.
half insane. I remember talking to her.
I'd be
doing
done. Like,
I feel like I'm editing.
Wait,
Like, oh, man,
yeah,
this movie-
Jared like somehow makes an appearance in this, and he starts yelling at us, and then he walks into the shot and starts yelling at us. Watch.
What? I have a my right arm makes 2 appearances.
Yeah,
One
in
in this and one
monologue.
in Johnny
Wait,
Wilson.
look, there is.
Guys,
Yeah.
listen, he starts yelling at us. Wait, he's like,
Look the
yes.
other way.
Because we were doing it like a little.
We
Just
were
for
being
a
too
joke.
crazy. 'Cause
We were. What did
That's
it for?
Wisconsin,
The stump.
Illinois. Again.
Oh, back to this place. I like the accent. What is this?
I think it's Russian.
I think it's a drunk American trying to do a Russian
He's reading off of a
British
sheet of
accent.
paper. You can tell he's reading.
I like that electrical outlet.
I am high.
Actually, I wasn't reading this.
Are you sure? It look. You were like either that or you're looking really intently at me because like you're like leaning down, itch your legs, and still staring.
I haven't been
It's
sober for a
like-
while.
Oh, it's that.
I remember that
beautiful-
cornfield.
The best, like.
You just saw that.
That's
It was
Why did
like-
you walk upstairs?
Actually, no, I didn't itch my leg.
Like,
I was dropping that cane, like that cane kept falling, and that's why I was like catching it.
So this is all actually filmed in a suburban neighborhood.
Because the
if you
storm
believe it.
completely destroyed
Yeah.
your father.
Really shocking.
I
Like
know.
a trampoline right there.
Hold
I
on.
never would have guessed.
I didn't know that.
That is
Eddie was
actually,
so finely cut.
I know,
An
right?
old some kind of dock.
Correct me about how well kept the debris was.
Yeah.
And the water is green here because of pollution.
You know, like
And a trampoline
seriously.
in the
It's supposed to
background.
be on ground.
That trampoline
Oh, okay.
is so amazing.
Well, that's not a dock.
I like
that's
the
trampoline.
rowboat.
It's better than a
Oh, the rowboat is ran in a cardboard box.
No, I know, that was the most
Like
epic
great
moment ever.
shit.
I'm
I'm sure
sorry.
you guys would agree with me if I tell you that there's nothing creepier than the stress director's voice coming from a sock.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I feel like what was with the concept of the sock talking? Why couldn't a character come in and like play it like me?
Because Alyssa's
What was
Yeah,
my
what
purpose
you
to the
did.
plot?
You could have made
Right.
it sock talk.
Alyssa's
Then
mind is
ventriloquism.
insanely messed up. I think,
Yeah, that's why.
judging by this movie, we know.
But we
Then
appreciate
again,
it.
I think something needs to be said about the
Yeah, I
stress
can-
director.
I can-
It's- I
Is
think I need
he
to make
actually
an official
talking? Is it a
apology.
magic sock or is he going crazy here? I'm not. I like. Is this Wilson?
The
Or
sock
Lord of the
is
Rings.
It is
actually
Wilson.
kind
It's
of-
Wilson.
Pirates of the Caribbean. What is it?
Another reference.
Guys, like somebody's gonna see this movie and sue us.
I doubt it. You get like 3 views on YouTube.
What do you think everybody's
No, it's like
thinking?
106. We already established this.
No, that's if you combine them all the in parts.
Times 3.
Yeah, times the
Remember you could open the door last
Remember
time?
the door?
Oh yeah,
Once-
the lie.
Once you try opening the door, like, it's stuck.
I don't know if anybody noticed it earlier, but he walked in from the outside and closed the door behind him, and then when he walked in from the inside
opened.
shot, he left it open.
Yeah.
Just
Whoa.
like on the music
Crazy.
Hey,
Oh, I feel like this is a.
I just remember
It's
every
better
time
than it could have been for a home.
I like the lighting in this one.
I just remember every time the scene would cut, Brandon and I would run in and play Morrowind because this is the first time I'd ever played Morrowind.
Oh
And
yeah.
I was so amazed by it
We
because
could
it was
never
the
get you
coolest game.
inside.
Honestly, I didn't understand the plot of this movie until I watched it.
Really?
Yep.
I read the whole script once through. Like
I just read when I came
I
in.
still have
came
the
in like halfway
first
through.
draft of Curse of
Yeah,
Wonders.
I do too. We have the
You
curse.
sent
We
it
have
to me
the.
or something. My gosh.
I did.
No, you sent me the second one.
I have it on our old email. I have
I
like.
didn't realize we still have that chair. It's like right over there in the
Yeah,
basement.
it is.
Yeah, there it is. We still have the Cursed Waters 2, the original Cursed Waters 2 script.
Yeah, that
No,
one.
don't
That
follow
was
it,
the
please.
No.
Okay, the
I will
first
read that
scene
again.
involved Captain Monkey Boots. Okay?
What?
The first scene had someone like named Captain Monkey Boots.
I don't even remember
I feel like
anything.
Dora the Explorer's gonna sing for that one.
I just remember when you did the music box.
I love how she's smiling and she's angry at him.
Right.
I didn't really whack you with that.
Well, it's like the scene where she's
By the way,
explaining about James
she
Bond.
didn't
and
actually
she's
act
smiling.
sick.
You're like smiling. You're like, it made it
No.
angry. I made it really, really angry. Well, you'll
Oh, I
watch.
was smiling?
Yeah, you're smiling. You'll
It's
watch.
like
Watch.
sitting
You're
in
like
front of
laughing.
somebody, but I really
Actually,
don't want to.
you're like in a break
I
from
don't
laughing.
even know.
Here you go.
I just really want to share.
Keep it away from
I
me.
just
I
remember
still have that lamp too. I
Yeah.
have all that stuff.
Which
when you-
draft?
when you opened up the music box. I just remember it was like so hard
My
not to
friends
laugh.
on the other side.
Yeah. I think
That's
I
my
actually gave
favorite
away
Oh, a
the
map
box.
I don't know why.
I remember you had that whole map.
I
I
was like,
lost
is
it.
that
And you
one?
gave it to me, and it had like an entire map of Eli's life. It was like
Oh, Atlantis is a good one.
yeah. In this like in this little map, Eli. It's
Atlantis
like
is another
Eli's
one
life.
without the music to
And
it.
it has,
remember
it drew, it was like him up until
It's
Curse
like
Waters, and then it was him as a
Avatar.
pirate, and then it was him, like him at, like adventuring, and then it was him getting old and older and older, and then he fell off a cliff. That was how
That
it
was
I remember
Eli's
when
I
Jared
know.
fell off the cliff.
I know.
Oh,
because
Jared
of
fell off
Kate.
the cliff
Because I
later.
love this.
Yeah, apparently.
Sometimes.
A clip
Yeah,
that
it's
wasn't
just
really
over.
there.
Something like that.
So.
Must have been fun.
Sounds a little
It
Avatar.
was.
So
I
remember
still
the
the scars.
remember the blood red stuff that we like just dyed water red, and it looked like blood.
Okay, it's sad.
Of North
And then
Center
we
in
tried
St.
to trap
Charles.
smoke in a bottle or
Just
something.
Yeah.
What
that's
is this?
about
Like a
it.
And we
hippie
like
house?
release it and it's like,
No one was supposed to know.
no,
See,
actually,
even if Alyssa's
that
insane
whole
for
thing
doing
was
this,
ab-
we're equally as
Correct me
insane.
if I'm
I was
not
going along
gonna
with
say,
it.
Yeah.
like this was actually not even in the script. I was just crazy,
wasn't?
and someone took out the camera and started filming me when I was crazy.
Wait, what?
We put it in the movie because why not?
Oh.
What, anything
No,
in this movie.
seriously.
I'm like, I thought you were serious. I'm like,
No.
This is our awkward hair days.
Oh, yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
my hair's
this is this is during Brandon and I's
The movie's starting
awkward
to
hair
hurt me.
days. This is like the
Yeah,
days when we
right?
had really
Yeah.
awkward hair.
I know.
What happened?
We're like covering our eyes.
What?
what happened?
I know.
No, I'm just hurt
Like
by
your
watching
eyes,
this
you
movie.
can see shadows.
Yeah. It got like it was worse before.
It's
Someone
like-
take this popcorn
Picture
away.
of all your
I'm eating it all.
Yeah.
That would be special.
Like a
I think I have a popcorn
like, with a bandana. It was, like, sticking
Yeah, right,
out.
then
My
they-
mom
in
does.
front of you, you're just like, nom, nom,
Yeah, I
nom.
think we all went through that awkward
Hey,
hair
popcorn.
stage.
Oh, I think I'll eat some. Oh, no, I don't want to eat
Where
more
it was, like,
popcorn.
really
Hey,
long.
popcorn, I think I'll eat some.
You get the point.
This isn't even the worst of it. I think the worst is probably the early scene. Oh wait, the chill, the
That
chill,
was
the chill.
added at the last
Yeah.
minute.
The chill, ready? Wait,
Oh, I
wait.
got cut out.
But you cut off the chill?
No,
No,
it's
no,
like-
it's with the
No,
robot.
it's still in there. It's after.
Yeah, it's with the robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like,
I was wrong. I failed.
You're using my real chills.
I won't stop moving there.
So far, I'm looking for this movie is by accident.
That was actually a clever idea to shake the papers and smack it in his face.
Right.
so.
I love how we look back at the
Gullible.
camera. It's so perfect.
Harrison, you look like one of the Beatles or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
I forgot about that. That was so
son!
funny.
Wait, here's the chill. The chill's coming up.
You can see your face.
I know. I was
Still a part of
wearing
the point,
glasses.
though. Wait, chill. Oh, yeah! That was the chill! That hurt so much. It knocked the wind out of me for like 2 days.
So I thought that was ground, Kendra.
It was
It's
over
water
there.
now.
No, there's a
I love-
breaking
I
I
point
love
right
the Green
there.
Ocean.
Kendra, remember when I told you about
Blocking.
the color green? The reason why
He's going to
we
the boat.
used grass
Water.
instead of the ocean?
Oh, wait,
Because I
wait,
can't
wait,
see color
Actual
green.
water?
The puberty thing. This puberty thing was added like we seriously like wrote this scene before, like literally
That was
the week
clever
we
to put
filmed
that
it
in there.
Yeah.
because
Well, remember the last scene we did just like that very
that we did
night.
that made it up
Oh my
on
gosh,
the
this
spot.
is
Like,
It is.
yeah, that was
Oh.
This,
Oh.
this is the squid.
It was fun.
It was fun, but
Coolest
then
shit.
Do you know how many times he had to spit
Yeah.
out that root beer? He probably spit out that root beer like 1,000 times.
Yeah.
And it was on me.
Captain, you have to get it. We have to see it over again. Captain,
No.
Check it out, my hair got cut on the boat.
You know how much root beer costs these days? And here you are being wasteful as I throw off the root beer bottle.
Yeah.
Of course I'm copying you. Who are you and what are you doing here? My name is Eli Lark. I come to
I love the sound effects.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear water, but you don't see
I know.
it.
What did I do? Wet the boat?
There's no water.
We had to go really bad.
I know. Why didn't you guys give me like a bowl or something going?
because robots don't have those.
Yeah, they do.
It does sound like, it sounds like a
I'll
toilet.
trust these people.
It does.
I love the.
Like when you just.
Wait a minute. Okay, is Brandon the same or a different character here?
He's a different character.
Yes.
Okay,
See, he's
I love. Nice save here. Nice save here.
is Alyssa our
She's like
Captain
says-
Jack Sparrow here?
She says, darn you dirt, you missed one of the hoes. And then she like realizes what she said, and then she fixes it like, inappropriate, Alyssa, inappropriate.
Jesus.
I didn't even think
I
of
think
that
if this
at the
ever
time.
becomes
Like,
a
I
major
didn't think
motion
it was
picture, they should keep that
inappropriate.
line in there.
Yeah, you missed one alone.
There are a few lines they should really make sure they keep.
Yeah.
Emphasis on the if.
Back in the suburban sea.
Which obviously sounds
You're
very
fabulous.
real.
Like, wheeled it.
Dirt, get away from the flowers.
Get away from the flag, dirty.
Oh, yeah.
Someone's like, that's no ocean. Yes, it is. It's an
I think
ocean.
the flags.
It's ocean grass.
It's an ocean of economy.
That was all improv.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
that was
know
kind
it's
of like
Harrison's
improv.
line.
Yeah.
Right.
But
That was funny.
that was pretty funny.
The shake on it.
Okay.
See, I'm.
I get it, he shakes. That's good.
Oh yeah, gold, pure gold.
Come on.
Like that watermelon.
Let's face it,
It
my
was
improv
good,
is
maybe.
Brandon,
Flying a little bit
popcorn
better.
away from me.
I'm good.
Like, he kind of ran in place.
Someone
Ran
take
in
the
place.
popcorn.
Hey, that's what I said. I'm not taking it back.
Well, I
Oh.
saw a gun on the table.
I'm impressed with this part of the set.
Yes, it was very
Me
good.
too.
Yeah,
I
this
love
worked
this.
out nice.
This isn't.
You can redo this.
Terrible.
It
Except for
actually
the
was.
table. The table.
Well, yeah, but what are you gonna do?
I mean,
Music!
Or-
Hey, I think this is the first time we've had music in this movie
No.
since the beginning.
But no.
No.
I was actually laughing. I was trying not
Really
to.
good
It's so bad.
Well, my favorite is when. Remember, don't drink that. Why?
I love the beacon.
Because it's mine.
I thought you spat in it, and then you're like, "This is mine." I'm like, "No, it's yours."
I can appreciate the like little montage there that just happened. Like a
Right.
mini montage, like two
Appreciate
shots,
it.
but I appreciate it.
Artistic
Yeah.
montage.
You're, like the change. Oh, there's all the bottles there. Like
I love doing the smoke effect.
Wait, I
Forever
think
figured
Luke
it out.
actually threw that
Yeah.
debris.
Remember when Heather did the debris and it was just like you shoot it and then all of a sudden the debris just goes.
There's a good job. Debris thrower.
I was the debris
You
thrower.
look so stupid.
Toss it. You know, I showed up a lot of times just to like do set stuff. Okay.
Harrison, you look so weird.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like you there.
Because my hair's straight there.
Why was your hair straight?
Yeah, well, you just like straightened it for fun.
No, it went curly when I hit puberty.
I think this
I don't think it's insanely
It
curly.
happened. See me, it was curly the whole time. It just got all like frizzy and halfway through this movie that happened.
Yeah.
Dirt.
Yeah, I found Dirt. Yeah,
Jerk, you feel like a box.
I guess I win.
Dirt, you feel like a box.
What
I like
a
that.
boxy
Did you come up with that?
Yeah.
That's funny. Found Dirt. Dirt, you feel like a box. Say that. It's a handkerchief. It's the same one I was wearing.
The chest behind me and I back away.
You can
so good.
share.
Yeah.
I have all that
You
money
can
now.
shares.
Oh man.
Dude,
That
that's not
was
how you
great.
clean up plate, whatever.
Apparently, I don't
I
have it at
appreciate
all.
the like
Not gonna
comedy
clean it?
elements.
Did you
I love how he's like,
But honestly, was he expecting Dirt to?
oh, ow!
I mean, like when
It's like when,
Yeah.
when Eli asked
when
if
he
Dirt,
yeah.
when Eli asked if Dirt could clean it, was he like?
Wait, why are they
spit
fighting?
on it, hack a loogie on his sword.
Why are they
My
fighting?
favorite song in the
Wait, why is there a fight?
There's Brandon in the background.
Oh,
yeah. This one was so much fun to film.
And then
I
there's
love doing the sound effects for the scene and for pretty much
The
all
original
of the
scene was
songs.
so much better though, because like, remember we filmed this scene with like Leah and everybody,
Yeah.
and then like, but later, like it was like a much more elaborate sword fight.
That was probably the shortest like fight scene that's actually important I've ever seen. Like,
There's Luke.
Sorry.
All there.
Yeah! Woo!
finally came in the
Reflection
movie.
in the window.
Yeah, I know.
By the way, I like your haircut much better now.
I know. Look at that monster on my.
I was
Zac
filming here.
Efron?
I was
No.
behind the camera.
Oh yeah, Kendra.
We were both there.
This was a
I know.
terrible
We did
shot.
have fun. We were like either
Yeah, but-
fighting over the camera.
I don't even look like a pirate.
Shit.
Or you would actually have it.
Like that
I
random guy
also,
just
oftentimes
appears.
I wasn't.
Best dressed as a
I-
pirate.
I know. Hey, I'm from the '70s and shut up. Scooby
Not
Groove.
never. You're never on camera.
I basically was never.
Probably about as much as I was.
I
Yeah.
have to say, Kirsten, you look really nerdy trying to open that chest.
I didn't get a
Just-
handkerchief
your
from
hands
my
are
head.
holding-
That was not.
I don't even
And we're just
know.
like, is it a bomb?
Where's my
It's a
handkerchief?
bomb.
Harrison's wearing it.
Yeah,
Oh
okay.
yeah, he stole it.
It's a bomb.
So he
They're
gave
just
one
like,
for his
hey,
head and his
yeah,
neck
I
and
know.
just don't get
It
in.
just sacrificed all of my costumes.
Luke, you look so relaxed in those.
Hey, dude, I've had that
It's
thing.
because I am
It's
from
so
the
not
'70s.
pirate.
Like, okay, so that bandana I'm wearing, I realized I hadn't untied it since the last day of filming. It's still tied. To
Oh my god.
I actually forgot it was green. I thought it was the blue one.
Oh, no, the blue one.
No,
the
he
blue
had a
one.
blue one.
I wear the green one like almost every day.
How come I'm not wearing a bandana, guys?
Like when I'm doing.
I
Third
blame
one.
costuming. I'm wearing
Wait,
jeans.
you had a different.
We were in
You had
charge
like
of our own
you had a black
costume.
bandana earlier, but then it got lost.
Yourself, I guess.
I brought a banana, but I don't know what happened to that one.
A banana.
Banana.
It had cowboy stuff on it. I don't think they appreciated that.
Yeah. I was the sea
Just like little
cowboy.
hearts
Oh, I
on.
like the word kid.
My outfit, it gradually gets better.
Does it?
Yeah,
It does.
In the end, I have like a whole jacket and
Oh,
bandana stuff.
you really
Oh, Alyssa, you owe me the.
Oh, I wanted
vitamin
that coat
coat.
so bad. I don't know why they wouldn't let me wear it.
The
I
vitamin
don't know why
coat.
Alyssa wouldn't let me wear it. I see.
Oh,
I just like holding
still
the gun
have
to his
that,
head and saying,
yeah.
okay.
Do I have a beard?
You got a little mustache going
Yeah,
on.
This was when, yeah, this was when my
Oh, we just
voice
lost
had
some of our
just decided to
time.
be low.
Oh.
And I was doing it. And she had programmed my entire character to have a high voice because that's what I had when she selected me for the role.
Yeah, you like.
Yes, she really should have thought that out more,
Yeah.
judging by what age
Yeah,
everybody was
we're
at.
all
No,
cheese.
well, early on we were all young when it started. Then we
Yeah.
started
Yeah.
filming. We started filming when we were young, and then
I
we
think I was 13
We
when we started.
refilmed a lot of it too.
Oh yeah,
refilmed
we
a lot.
did.
All
Like
of my
the jumping in
high
the pool
voice
scene.
Oh man,
When we did that.
I lost so many things.
I'm happy that we did that. It was so much better. Like,
Yeah.
bad suits.
they made us jump in the pool.
Oh, this code is so epic.
They loved it.
This code is so epic.
Hey, can I wear that for the
No,
second?
it's mine. It's mine.
Oh.
I asked for it.
No, no, for the second.
No, it's mine. I did it. You want my red
Oh,
coat?
the hat! Awesome.
That's
That's
the
the-
amazing coat that I have.
Brandon Joe's hat.
This is the same exact code.
Oh yeah, this is the Piranha Joe hat.
Oh my gosh, it's so small.
I know, we're on the.
I really wore this.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Figured
For those of you listening to the commentary, we're actually going through the props right now. And
Oh,
Yeah,
right. I
it's-
totally forgot about the commentary thing.
I'm sorry, people. No one's gonna watch. It's gonna be us.
I know people are
Maybe
watching.
our
watch our
parents.
commentary.
That's true. You know people who will watch it.
Yeah, so.
Sorry about that awkwardness. I'm gonna sit back down.
Well, Jared, you are awkward, so we expect it.
If
He
you
gets
were not
one
here,
around
if
his
you were
neck,
awkward, you
and he
wouldn't
gets
care.
one on his head.
Just scream.
Yeah. That's supposed to be my high-pitched scream, but I hit puberty.
I know.
I couldn't do it anymore. It was
Should have
gone.
had Jared step in and do it.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
just-
still squeaky voice.
But I can't.
The
No,
curse.
you should have back then.
Okay.
He did
No,
it.
yeah.
I used to be able to outscream.
Wait, I think he
Kendra.
screams again.
No, he thought he did.
No.
Then Kendra just proved him wrong. Was like,
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, watch this. I'm more man than you.
It's broke glass. Did he just get cursed? That was important. I think we should go for it there.
I can't see what's happening. I'm just following the voices.
So intense.
I'm pretty sure everybody says his name except for me. What is Alyssa's curse?
I'm just smiling.
No, it's
It's the curse that's
Yeah,
mine.
the curse of Venom.
Could we? What is everybody's curse?
What's that?
I have.
Yours was teeth, and you chewed through things. His was tripping.
Trimming.
What was
We
Alyssa's?
like elaborated on it. We elaborated on it in the second originally. The
That was actually a lemon poppy seed muffin, but
No, it was
nobody could
blueberry.
tell. It was blueberry?
It was
Oh, it was
What-
blueberry.
What's
Okay.
Dirt's curse?
I found it.
He's dirt. That's why.
Where'd Brandon go?
What was
I
his curse?
think originally like they get cursed later for saying it, but like originally like we did it in the second where like they elaborated on their curse.
What is? I did it again.
What was Elise's curse?
So that's fast.
No, I really want to know because I was the only one who wasn't cursed.
Yeah.
Oh, I was cursed?
Were you cursed?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
she loved jewels. Like,
That was
She was
just
obsessed with
that
jewels.
was just because I was brought up by my
okay,
dad.
Jasmine would probably be a
Hi.
Middle Eastern name.
Hi.
Now thinking
Yeah,
about it.
Well, yeah, I mean, from Aladdin. That's where I got the name.
Jasmine
Okay.
Jules.
Just let me know.
Jasmine Jules was a character that had moved over from Future Friends. right?
Yeah, she was in Future Friends.
She was in Future
No, I
Friends.
think-
You guys
And there
remember
was
Future
Jade
She
Friends?
had a different name though. It was
No,
like,
it was Jasmine Jules.
I thought it was Glamour Girl.
No, it was like her regular name was Jasmine Jules and her superhero name.
Oh, okay. Glamour Girl.
Mind blown.
This is really gonna turn out the Avengers Curse of Waters.
Yes.
Francis sliding.
It's like he's trying to
I
scratch
really,
his
actually,
back.
my back is really
Yeah,
itchy.
that was his back,
My
right?
back was actually really itchy at the
No,
time.
I really want to know what was Madame Victoria's curse. Or Madame.
Yeah.
What was your name, Alyssa?
Like the whole
What
thing.
was your curse?
Elise.
Elise, Blackship. What was your curse?
Mine?
Yeah, what was your curse?
I was a stress director.
Can I
I don't know.
can I
was too
can I give the
serious.
history of the stress director?
Huh?
The bit like of the video we made?
What,
On the
elaborate on it
commentary.
or?
On the commentary.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay, so one day Alyssa was really stressed, which is understandable because let's face it, we're a bunch of idiots.
Yeah.
But so
So,
Alyssa was like going crazy. So Brandon and I decided to make matters worse,
Look at
steal
me.
her camera and film her being stressed,
Oh.
while adding our own commentaries like a
Yeah.
documentary.
Left it on the table.
So
Oh, I
we-
love this
Left it on the
part.
table.
we-
I'm wearing it
It's
later.
so intense.
Yeah, we stole the.
Listen to the rumbling.
I know,
Love
that
the
was, that
rumble.
was pretty
What
intense.
is this?
But like, so anyway,
I
we
made
felt,
it like the
Is that
Lord of
the
the
Bible?
Rings,
Looking
how
at
like, you know, when you see the ring and you got the rumbling and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, oh
Black
yeah.
Pearl.
Wait, this
Oh,
is
this
some
is
good
fun.
camera work. I love the
This was
camera
fun.
work here.
Black Pearl is a ship. That was
Yeah.
a rock.
that was the
Stone of
story.
Xerxes.
There's no
Zeke.
Black Pearl.
What does
That
the Stone of
must have
Xerxes do
hurt.
again?
Rolling over that chest.
Is that what turned Vladimir into Vladimir?
It did actually. This was some incredible
Madame
camera work.
Victoria.
Because remember, they loved each other.
Yeah, they loved each other, and then he left her, so she's
This
like,
sounds
well,
just like
He's
the
like,
Davy
I hate
Jones thing, right?
what?
No.
I like the
Oh,
design
that
of
poor
the
chest took so much abuse.
I don't even dance to that, I know.
Look at this. This is pretty phenomenal camera work.
I
Actually.
did a dance to the Davy
I
Jones.
gotta say,
I choreographed it and then Galena performed.
Wait, the music from the Pirates film?
I forced this cough out.
It is so fast.
Like when I cough
I know
here,
how to play that.
I like when to
on
just
an
cough,
actual
and I went.
organ.
Oh, I want to hear that.
God,
You know?
that
Just
doesn't
like-
make any sense.
hey, good thing it stopped shaking.
Well, I just like tried to cough.
What's the map?
It's gone.
I'm the map. I'm the map. You shook again.
Dora,
Wrong way.
You referenced Dora already.
Twice, right?
Yeah, Captain Monkey Boots.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom! Mom, are you okay? Never better, Mom!
That was...
Captain, I guess I'm not meant to wake up at 3 a.m.
He slaps
I never
himself.
Oh,
fully
yeah,
understood
it's
that.
3 a.m.
Honestly, that joke always kind of went right over my head.
You know, if it's 3 a.m., how come it's light out? Are they in like a
I know, right?
I don't know.
They're in a boat, so they.
It could be anywhere.
It's a fictional universe.
Yeah.
It's always
It's never night.
And
Always winter, never Christmas.
And there's no kids. There's no adults in it.
And
It's
there's
all
no adults.
kids.
It's all kids, and there's not really any water. It's all
And there's a
grass.
lion.
But you sail on grass.
Yeah, the water is good.
Oh, these shots were terrible and dark.
Wrong.
At least the one.
This is
The
so
worst one
innuendoous.
was when he was playing with the puppets.
Wait, what?
This is so innuendoous.
That was
Where I'm like, how do you know about him? Oh, I just know him from, oh, you know, never mind. Let's just change the subject. It was so innuendoous.
I didn't even mean it to be that way.
I know, well, it's like just, it's our
It just
innocence
comes
is
across
taken
that
from
way.
me.
Well, none of us meant it to be that way until we
We
watched
never
it again.
meant that. Just
Until we watched
I
it.
So
know.
we watched
We were
it,
so
definitely,
young.
that's definitely what we meant.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Parrot.
Well, you got me. At least you finally figured out.
Wait, Pete wasn't real?
The whole time. Yeah, that's a fake ferret.
And you
Hey,
thought you were
parrot.
Oh.
a real parrot.
I knew it wasn't a ferret!
It's actually a ferret. So picking up here, if you
You
didn't
and
get
I
this the
used
first
to
time you watched the
sail
movie
the
without the
same.
commentary, if you did, she was actually the fortune teller and the person with the beard the whole time.
Mind blown.
Whoa! Huge plot twist.
Alyssa,
After I found you, I assumed you would
Yeah, check
pointed
that.
for me. Thank you.
you didn't.
I saw it pointing.
Points.
I've been over the island I lived on.
You're just a
I'm a
silhouette.
I'm a silhouette.
I'm
It's like a
silhouette
dark
comic.
thing.
That was
You see
yeah.
that?
Harrison
That's what I was
Wiggins
thinking.
is
Not
Slender
tense
Man.
enough for a silhouette.
It's a silhouette of Slender Man talking.
I need a Slenderman mask sometime, and
That'd be so awesome. Jared is Slenderman.
Slender Man has a hat,
Okay.
There's an
I
ad.
believe
doesn't
it.
he?
I don't think so. I think he has a mask.
No, he just doesn't have a face.
Look at that house.
Faceless.
I have Faceless. That was so lame when they changed his name.
No, they never changed his name.
Yeah, they did.
This is a lot of dialogue.
There was a lot of dialogue.
Yeah. It was like, I
It
mean,
wasn't.
it was a big script.
Yeah.
It was a long
It
movie.
was like this thick, actually.
Half of it is ad-lib, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, most
Your
of this is
half.
Harrison Wiggins.
Harrison-
Written by Alyssa Huber and Harrison Wiggins.
Yeah.
Not actually written by Harrison.
Not actually written, but really
Wiggins.
more like
Ad-lib.
spoken. Yeah.
That was a fake echo.
Oh my gosh, that
Oh,
line
man,
took so
I remember-
long.
I remember how many times
that
I
was
said,
awful.
swap the
Break
decks,
the
etc.
scruppers.
Break
You
the
couldn't
What is
say
a
that.
scrupper?
It's a
There's a
scrubber.
bench in
And you
front of
just
our
said
ship.
it
Water the flowers.
And so
Like
people can
attached
sit on the
sides,
ocean.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they would just watch the
It's
ocean.
kind of like the plank, except it's sideways.
I can't believe you almost had the opportunity to premiere this at the Arcada.
That would
I
have been
didn't
fun.
hear about that.
That would have killed
Go on
me.
Facebook.
It was like
You
$1,000 to do it though.
You said
Oh,
you said you had the opportunity to, but then they told you the price, and you're like,
Oh, like.
They
no.
offered it to you, but then you turned it down when they said 1,000. Stop that.
I can't. I
Just
can't.
kidding.
No. And then like Sugar Grove Library, $20 for 4 hours, sure.
Yeah, why not?
Wasn't it like $300 for like the Arcada, or was it more?
yeah, $300 for the Arcada.
Something like that.
I would have pitched it.
Did I just say it's off to Tortuga?
Yes.
Thank you, me, for making the Pirates of the Caribbean reference finally. I think she wrote that into the
Well,
script.
Tortuga's an actual place.
Yeah, it's
So,
a
it's
turtle-shaped island. It's like
Yeah,
this
but
one.
it's not even
Hey,
shaped.
we're on water. Oh, we're out.
This
Oh,
girl
this is great.
drunk.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That was entertaining
Like
to
a
watch.
ton of these lines.
If this is PG,
I
how
seriously
come-
did ad-lib most of the
Drunk
time.
on root beer. Yes.
There was some pretty funny stuff, like the no drunk driving. I ad-libbed that.
No drunk driving.
It's
Well,
actually
first you
it's
ad-libbed
actually
it,
not
then we
called
read it to
driving
make
when you're in
sure
the
that
water.
both of you did it.
It's called navigating.
Yeah,
baby.
I ad-libbed
No
like
drunk navigating.
like the who's this incredibly good-looking Sam. I was.
Oh, yeah, that
I whispered to
Probably
Brandon
the
to do
worst
that. I was
thing
like,
I've ever
just
worn
do-
in my life.
So I would make up comments, but then I realized it had
Really hard.
nothing to do with my character.
Yes, somebody else would have to say it. Hey, can you ad-lib this for me? I think it's funny.
Yeah, I know. As I seriously did.
Hey, you were there.
Wow, what the heck? We're here.
Yeah.
That was quick.
That was really cool.
Okay, that place
You
is
guys
so
are really
awesome.
fast.
Look at that
That
beautiful
place
water.
was torture.
No, the place
The
across
mosquitoes.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes!
And Kendra was allergic to everything.
Smitty!
Oh yeah.
That was awful. Oh my gosh, it's windy. I
That
forgot
menu
she
was
was
so
in this.
weird.
I liked that menu.
If you actually read the items off the
Super
menu,
rich
it was like, I don't even remember.
Look at Harrison. He looks like a.
Harrison's like, hey,
Harrison looks like, you know when a bird is like
Lisa's
looking
goose
around,
off is
like
step on the island
that's what he
of
looks.
Turkmen,
That's
so
like what he
There's
enters. He's like so
never what's coming
confused.
That should be more often.
There's Katie. Katie's in the back. She's sweet.
She's
Girl with broom.
Girl with broom.
Wait,
Actually,
wait,
remember
wait.
that
Wait,
part.
Pure Bogus. This was also ad-lib.
Yes.
This is where you had the fish.
And the band.
Wait.
And the bit.
I like
Bogus.
But
Everything's
then we filmed some with added, so we had to review different bits.
like, no.
It's
no.
funny
At
that
the end
they're all
they had it.
girls.
How many Kates
You did?
were there?
I know there were like 30 Kates.
I
There was
know, right?
Kate, Katie
Kate
McKellar,
slash
Katie Volkening. I think that's
Does
it.
they pronounce it Vulcan?
There's Vulcanine.
Wow.
Although our color is like Vulcanine. I'm like, oh my gosh.
This looks so
Right.
authentic.
I know,
Why,
right?
Brendan, sit down.
Oh yeah. I've always wanted to grow one of these.
Whenever you first grew facial hair, that's what I thought of.
Oh yeah.
That felt so
honestly,
bad the first
oh,
time.
yeah,
It just like fell off.
Or the
that
root beer
was
ball.
actually,
Oh, that must have been
actually
so
whipped
gross,
cream.
dude.
actually
That was whipped cream.
Yeah.
That was disgusting. The things they did for this movie.
And the axe.
Oh.
I shaved with an axe.
I still have that. I brought that
You
with
know who
my,
I am right now?
my Dopamine
Clayton.
cosplay.
Yeah, I shaved with an axe.
Same
You have
way.
all these scars.
Oh, I killed myself shaving,
It's a
so I had
round
to
axe.
move my jaw back onto my face.
You want to know how I got these?
Okay, so the interesting thing here is this was
Hey, whatever happened to her? I remember her.
guys.
course
The
it
interesting thing here was like this was filmed like a week or two later. So like all the scenes with Kate are filmed a week later. Even the one where
Yeah.
I am sitting at a desk with
Kate
her.
was like the best actress in the movie.
Yeah.
She was fabulous.
She wins the Oscars, man.
Well, actually, we kind of don't make it as actors.
No, we don't.
She's the only cat.
Yeah, she's good. Yeah,
Interesting fact.
You
Me
like
and
steps away.
the Sherwinskis and us actually lived in the same neighborhood before we moved.
Yeah,
we
that
didn't
was
know
really.
about them until we
And
moved
us
here.
too. Us
That's
too.
always what
It was
happens.
like,
All lived in the same neighborhood.
Yeah.
The three of us.
yeah.
So weird.
I never.
I never
Weird.
lived
You guys
anywhere near
moved
you
in the
guys.
same neighborhood we did.
Yeah, we met because of this. Let me. Harrison saw you.
Hey, where did you live?
I used to live. I don't know. We moved around.
Oh.
I don't know.
I don't know. That's
Wait,
interesting.
I live in
wait.
Batavia.
Bob.
I don't know.
Tavia, that's where this guy lives. Right?
Bartlett.
Bartlett, dang it. Sus to be.
Wow.
Okay, it was funny when we were
Wow.
Yeah, you're right. It's totally down to the
Ow.
when we were filming at Melodies.
Look how smooth
we
she
were
is,
at
man.
Graham's in Geneva, and I'm about to walk in the door, and then Kate
Yeah.
DeWincey comes out.
A
He
lot
has
of
the
these
best
lines-
outfit and everything, and why is he not a bigger
A
character?
lot of those lines with Kate were actually re-recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're dubbed.
Separately.
Like that was the thing. Like later, most of the
We
Eli
were all like,
lines,
what's going on?
older,
They're like,
most of those
Kate's
lines
here,
are
so we
recorded.
can't film you.
Yeah.
Kate's
Not
not
most of
actually.
them.
Like a lot of them though. Cause he was so hard to understand. Cause he was so good at all this. You
What
know,
did
and
you
he
use
was-
to edit this?
Adobe,
Yeah,
right?
Adobe Premiere.
He used Adobe to edit
I
this.
went her outfit.
I'm sorry,
It's
it's just
awesome.
It's just not
Like,
good enough.
you could have used
I would
Windows
wear
Movie
that
Maker
vest,
and
like,
it probably
all
would
the
have
time.
looked the same, but
No,
it's
not
okay.
really. Windows Movie Maker has this really annoying.
Thing.
It doesn't like cut in the right.
Oh,
Yeah,
that,
I
it does
I have
suck. I
problems
mean,
with that.
I guess I wouldn't want to use it to make an entire movie. I don't even like using it to make like too many
Short
things.
videos,
Yeah.
right?
I
It's
usually
painful.
if I have like one frame or like a picture with music or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
right.
not-
That's what I do it. Sometimes I use it to like if I rip something off YouTube, I'll cut the end off.
This shot was done because
We had some interesting conversations.
she wasn't there then.
Yeah, she
It's so
wasn't there.
bright, and that's not.
She wasn't really there.
It's so dark and
You could tell the lighting.
But that was
is so
actually kind of a
completely
cool little shot.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, like she was like Kate had like foot
That
fingers.
That is awesome.
That is a picture.
Yeah, that's a picture.
That
I
is
panned across
It's
it.
me!
amazing.
Oh, it's
Obviously,
Ah,
completely different time.
For
Jasmine.
humor
Yeah.
and just for the sake of like, you know, this is a crappy movie anyway.
Yeah,
so.
when do I get all my outfit stuff?
That was the
That's
only
how the
time I
end.
wore my pink outfit.
There's the
Most of the time
Kate.
I wear my-
Oh, this scene
I'm
was
so
so
sick of
funny.
that.
Purple ball. This scene was probably the funniest scene.
I enjoy doing this. It was so much fun.
Oh, Brandon and I are randomly there. We realized.
I love the duct tape.
Yeah,
love
we're
the
trying to-
blue tape on your
Like, hey,
hair.
let's.
Right.
Devin.
We were laughing with them.
Everyone's like, let me go.
Great
Right,
light.
like this.
Slender man.
He's drunk again.
And back.
With a different voice.
Yes,
The pole cleaner behind the yellow thing.
Oh, this is funny.
Ooh, I get a monologue.
Yeah.
What? Wait, what are you doing?
Just checking how far we are.
Wait, wait, Luke laughing is the
Slow
best
motion.
part.
Yeah, that
Wait, Luke laughing is the best
I'm laughing at him. We just did that slow, I think. We didn't even like
Yeah,
slow
we
it down.
actually-
Yeah.
We did it ourselves.
tell because my eyeballs moving at a regular speed.
Yeah.
That was
Screwed it up. I'm just sitting there
You
waiting.
timed those really well. Listen.
What, the sound effects?
Yeah. Look how well they're
Yeah,
timed.
pretty good.
I was pretty obsessive. Let's just leave it at that.
You gotta be like that when you're doing it.
No, like, it took me
Yeah.
like hours, but it was worth it. It was fun.
Wow.
Wait, was one of the screams Jared?
No,
Last
that's...
one was.
She wasn't there again, was she?
No, she wasn't.
Don't look at me, I'm hideous.
Look at him! Look at him!
Look at him!
Look at it! Look at it! Look at it!
Yes.
No! Afraid to look ugliness in the face?
Once there was an ugly barnacle. He was so ugly that
everyone died.
Yeah.
that didn't help at all.
Brandon and I just totally trolled Jordan. Smack.
Ow. That really hurt though.
But you didn't even flinch. Good job.
I want it.
I did flinch. What
Wow, that's
No, the second
violent.
one you flinched.
Of course, you get a hat and a
You
band.
guys are finally getting a crew and you're ungrateful, Harrison.
He
Yeah,
was
really.
being so.
Yeah.
Jared was being so frustrating though that day.
I wasn't frustrating. I was
Yeah, you wouldn't
upset.
listen. You
I
can't
think
want.
it's a Pirates of the Caribbean
I shouldn't have
pencil.
signed up. You're right.
Okay.
This is
Yeah,
how
you should-
I was born.
Jared, it's like signing up for the movie. No, you can't do that.
Oh, they give the black guy trouble. I was gonna say his hook hands. Put an X.
We should
Yeah,
have had like
right.
This is
ink
where I
bottle
got
or
so
something.
sunburned.
I
It
was
was
dipped like
awful.
the.
Oh,
I
that
sat
was
there
the
for
worst
hours.
day.
Well, you were. You
And
had
it
to
was
be
like my skirt
barefoot.
just stopped you the
So-
whole time.
so-
like,
so
almost,
Brandon
like,
and I-
bright red.
I was like, I'm like a hot dog.
Okay, so
Awful.
so in the scene it was so hot. Like in between like shots, Brandon and I would have to like go put our feet in the pool because it was just so hot.
Oh, yeah, the deck was.
Hey, a basketball hoop. We couldn't move that out of the shot at all because if there's not enough.
You need something to do on
Yeah,
deck.
yeah, right.
It's free time to play basketball.
If this ever, again, if this becomes Marriage Motion Picture one day, they should put that in there.
Just during
They,
a
like
fight,
on the
just-
mast, just a basketball hoop.
Yeah.
During a sword fight, just start playing basketball.
Like basketball. Play! Wow.
Wow. It like
Random
shook the
shove
camera,
fight.
too.
Oh, how
Present
enthusiastic.
where?
Present.
I-
where?
That was funny. Why did you keep that?
Yeah, me and Jared.
It's in the bloopers.
But you didn't keep it in the movie.
That was
Yeah, the
that
movie.
was
Oh
part
my
of
gosh. That's
Hey,
what
look,
I
there's danger. Do not dive off the
Go
plank.
down
Yeah.
into the ocean. There's sharks. We need that part like
Do
that.
not walk the plank unless forced by other pirates.
the.
That was re-recorded. Like,
Oh, right. We have to like go back and record things.
Significantly
because
more
here,
nasal than
Believe it's
actual.
you.
line.
huh?
I can't believe it's you.
It's not me, it's a twin. Oh wait, that was so mean, it looks like me.
You were supposed to cut me
Second best
off. Like,
actress. And you were just like kept going like,
I was like, oh, cut me off.
Come on, Smitty. Get shit.
Oh, poor Eli. He's all mad.
The love of my life ditched us.
No, remember the
So
dream
the love of
where-
your life is Princess Nun on TV.
Oh,
Okay.
No, not of his life. Eli's just kind of infatuated. He's like Eli is in the midst of puberty, you know. He's an attractive
you should
girl.
just show this to a producer.
You're
Yeah.
like, aren't you impressed?
You're like, I am gonna sponsor your movie. It's gonna be a major
I like how it
picture.
took so
And
long.
then you
Wait,
for
wait.
people to
close his
notice them
cards.
coming on.
Oh.
Well, I remember this is like the most
Okay,
pathetic
clever.
scene
Here again.
because Brandon and I are like doing like
There
an
she
epic
is.
fight
Big
scene,
skirt.
and
Oh,
then
man.
like they are just like
Katie.
swinging
That's
swords
Katie.
randomly.
That's
Watch.
Katie.
She totally didn't look the same, okay?
Sure.
When I saw her. Whatever.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Whatever. She was
Your
wearing
best friend.
blood.
Hey, where's Luke?
Well, yeah, 'cause
No, he's sleeping again, remember?
Oh yeah, he couldn't make it that day.
Watch, like Brandon and I are like doing like watch, like I'm like flipping
Selena's
here,
like, what do I do?
and they're just like standing there.
Well, I mean, why are we fighting ghosts? You can't kill a ghost.
Well, I mean,
You're
like
just trying to
they don't even do
self-defense.
anything.
You don't want to
True.
die.
It's like Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's like, I'm just gonna let them kill me.
Hey,
now.
wait a second. This movie's a lot like Jaws.
I like
Well,
how
it's a
nobody's
shark,
even
like-
trying to attack me.
I
They're
know.
like-
Like she like looks at me and then walks away.
There you are again.
that was.
I like that.
cut me loose. There's
Alright, the
obviously
camera
no
work
rope,
here was actually
but-
pretty good.
A gun sound.
Yo, remember when? Okay, so some stuff Yeah, because I'm like the master of like making stuff up on the fly.
I did the tripod.
Oh yeah, I remember. You were like,
Wait.
I actually hit Katie.
Yeah, you smacked Katie right in the face.
I was like, oh my gosh, kill me!
I know, but cracks me up, like, obviously in a fight, like, all Elise's crew would have won.
Oh, and
I
then,
didn't think that was
wait, look at Kendra with the huge sword.
But they're just standing there.
Round in a row.
It took a while for me to time the sound effect because you're just flailing.
It was fun.
You just escaped by yourself.
Okay,
in a
when we
rowboat?
were filming this, I had no idea what was going on with her leaving. I was like, wait, she left. When did she
Watch.
leave? I was so confused.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, so, like, what we did was...
That was clever.
So, what I did was we had two
And
the same
so good at
time.
too.
I know, right?
Just get stabbed with a sword.
Wait,
pull
this is
it
another
out,
thing we have
and-
left. She, like...
Pirates of the Caribbean.
I love his reaction there.
She had a bullet hole in her head, so we thought we'd have that.
Right.
But, like,
Ghost ship. Have you guys seen the pirate movie by Aardman?
yeah, I love that one.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we're raiding your ship. Like, ghost ship, like disappears underneath them.
He's like, sorry.
Or they fall in the water.
Oh, and,
Let us go adventuring.
And pirates. abandon
that
the
was
ships.
one of the funniest movies I've ever watched. It was so fun.
That's the first time we see him.
Oh, that's Matthew.
Yeah,
Matthew McKellar.
it is. He did a good job.
Lord Vladimir's ship. His shadow. First
How does he
name
not
Cleaver,
fall in?
Who's
I
not
don't
quite
know.
right in the head.
He gets
Super
thrown in.
balanced.
He's got amazing balance. Like
He does have
We
amazing
didn't get to
balance.
push him in though. Or I mean, I did.
I
You
would
guys
fall
did.
in. I'm a
He's
clumsy
shaking
dancer.
It all gets quiet.
We're just like,
Silent. No one talk.
Does
Wait,
nothing
Rattle
but
Black?
hide below deck yet takes credit
Rattle
for
Black,
everything.
what?
I like it.
You know,
Good job.
Rattle
I
Black
thought
was
she was-
originally,
I thought she was.
she was an idea that my friend Linda had.
Yeah.
She actually wrote one of the I think she actually wrote one of the tavern scenes. I don't remember which one.
I thought she was the girl that Vladimir fell in love with.
no.
I'm
Rattle
totally. Just kidding.
No, it's just
Why go away, okay? Who names their kid that?
She shall be called in the
There are a lot of
actual
people
correct.
Well, your breath smells like
Oh no! It's the scene where we're tied up.
I wouldn't name the
Oh
dress.
my God.
Sorry, but-
Found a peanut.
Worse.
Found a peanut.
It's like the worst day of my life.
That's my nickname, I think.
We were tied up here for about like 3 hours. Luke, Brandon, and I.
really tight.
It was for the most part. It was it got later. Like here it's later, but we were there for hours and hours.
And then Hunter and Elise were singing "Found a Peanut" nonstop.
Do you know how long we were freaking tied there?
Yeah,
My allergies.
2 or 3 hours?
yeah, and they were so annoying. They were like,
I enjoyed Chief took a look at story time.
that was
That was fun.
He is the
Amazing.
funniest person I've
That
ever
was
met.
so
He's like,
great.
He's in choir with my cousins. So
Yeah.
I've seen
Oh,
this.
Eric.
Oh, nice.
He's like,
Check a walk up.
Like
such a
friends
shy
on Facebook,
person.
I'm like,
though.
I'm friends with a chief. Yes.
No, he's so shy in person. Like you can't.
It's so weird. Like the on film, like, oh my gosh.
Movie man.
no, movie magic.
Diaper wearing, nose picking, mama's what?
Oh.
They had way too much fun here,
Oh my gosh, they did.
which was like.
I love how he's not in a shot.
Taking you down. Stop.
That was like at our expense.
Yeah, we cut out that one part where this going.
That was a tough day.
Good job.
That was a really tough day.
Yeah.
She was so happy to do that.
Who? There was 3 of them.
No, I can't tell you who because I'll get arrested.
I've been looking for you.
Ew.
I feel like at least 2/3 of you were happy to do that.
All right. You'll get your root beer, but first, listen what I have to say first.
I said first twice.
I know.
First,
First,
Second.
Shut up.
I love that. I love how quick it is.
It's
Like,
okay.
how it's just. Oh, jump.
I've been room some time now, but you know,
So used to telling us to shut up.
Bill hates her, right?
Yes, she turned our captain into his own ship.
All right then.
You did what?
No, that it wasn't a swear.
Not
See,
her.
that was emotion.
But she was saying she.
Yes, you turned your captain dude.
Why do we hate her?
I don't know.
I miss a lot of
You know, this is getting
I'm not a
significantly
fanboy.
darker. I had to like these.
Yeah, because this scene, it was like late. It was late. When
Oh
we
my
did this.
gosh! Linda Delita! So little!
That's why it's getting fuzzier and fuzzier. Because like every time I try to lighten up,
know.
the
the blood on her face.
Oh, those are the good days.
Yes.
We're all like dressed the same, like white and black.
I did her ghost makeup again for my speech class.
They wouldn't let me wear the. Why?
Oh, nostalgia.
And then I made Katie the cannibal and I brought him in. I was like, yeah.
More subtitles that tell you what's going on because
I'm
no way you can
slouching
figure
so
it out.
bad here. My gosh.
But you can't read it. Yeah, it's too fast.
Oh yeah, because we originally had a brig, but then we realized we don't have a brig. Wait.
Did you have to turn all the way around to throw the keys backwards?
What are we tied to? Each other?
You're not even
So
there.
if you guys just like got out.
Yeah, where did I go?
Yeah, we were tied with me
You
and
were back
Brandon.
with Dert.
They like
Oh wait,
three.
Smitty!
There's Galena again.
And he was wearing my old glasses.
Her name's Monique.
Yeah, but I couldn't look through them because they're too strong.
Monique.
All that baby powder in your
That's
hair.
why
She
they're
had
so
long
low in
hair.
Oh, baby
Yeah.
powder.
Yeah.
So
And she
here's
got
a little
cut
known
here,
fact
she
to the
got
people on the
cut
that are listening to the commentary. So baby powder turns your hair gray,
I knew you
and so we were doing that, but it was a really windy day, and you can watch a video. Maybe we can put the link in the description or something.
Yeah.
But
Except for myself.
of us putting the baby powder
I
on you,
know.
it's very funny.
Oh yes, and the words of wisdom thing. That's so important.
I can't wait to listen to this.
You
Is
made
it
a
still
really good
recording
old
this?
man.
It is.
It better be.
Alyssa.
Yeah.
Hey.
I just remember
So
like
what happened? Why is he not part of the crew anymore?
Is that like an actual
No, he
water
is.
bottle sitting there?
Smitty never was.
Like
So
he's
a
he's
somebody
Sonic
else.
water bottle.
He's like he's like the old guy you meet halfway through the movie who
Yes.
tells you
Alyssa, what's
what.
the halfway
That's
mark?
exactly what he is.
What's
He's,
the
that,
halfway
he's
mark?
Yoda.
We're losing
Yeah.
our mission.
Alyssa, it wasn't like you like wrote a backstory for Smitty. He was like in one of your Elise stories.
I remember baby powder
What?
in his hair.
Stop
That
it.
was
Okay.
best.
Baby powder.
So much
Yeah,
fun.
Alyssa,
Creative.
It
didn't
was
Smitty
so
have like a
fun. It was
backstory?
so
Like
windy
he was like
too,
a
we were, like,
sailor.
I think he did. I don't remember
Trying to
it.
get
Like he was like it was like the Griffin or something like that. It was his boat.
It was a really cold
I don't even remember, but
I don't
These
remember
days were
either.
colder.
A lot of
They're
my
really
stuff I
cold.
don't
They were
remember
either- yeah,
unless
they
I
were
put it
baking
down.
hot.
this day was cold.
That was a cold one.
Yeah, and I had to be barefoot the entire day.
Yeah.
I'll remember your
Once again,
confusion with the mask. This was so funny.
Once again, I don't wear high heels. Actually, I never said
Okay.
that. First off.
Yeah, I
No,
we
the
were
ship
in
works the
Mexico.
spot.
Once.
Only one.
I don't
of my
wear high
shoes-
heels.
Only one of my pairs is high heels. The other ones are sandals. I was wearing sandals that day.
I love it. Wait,
Oh, there
wait.
you go.
Can I keep this?
I'm just smiling. It's so hard not to laugh.
I know. I can. I have that effect on people. I try to goof them up by making them laugh.
You do a pretty good job at it too.
Goof everything up.
Yeah, way to ruin the scene. Jeez. It's supposed to be serious and like we're finding a purpose.
I didn't even take it.
Hey, I'm sleeping in that thing later.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Because you're always
Cause
just.
I'm not
just sleeping.
I'm sorry. He hasn't played it yet.
Yeah, man.
Well,
Now we're
yeah.
back.
Shadow.
Now you can see everybody
I
moving.
see my feet.
Oh.
I can't hear anything.
Look at me in my sexy pose.
That's the recording.
My hair is
You
like
weird.
ridiculous.
Recording
The
commentary.
guy from the 70s show.
Yeah, we're recording
Yeah.
commentary.
Eric Foreman.
Just make sure you hit the
Well, we did this scene
So you couldn't
originally.
pronounce it right, remember?
What?
You're like, why don't we just get a... You pronounce it wrong. Or
Oh,
something.
the longboat,
Why
or-
don't you get a rowboat
There he
to
is.
And
load
load
the
the
land
land.
or something?
I thought you said
Okay,
long
and this is the
boat.
first day we were here. He shivered. This is the day it all happened.
No, we
All
re-recorded it. Because this was the
Yeah,
last.
Galena.
That one sounded like she
All
was
of them. Half can stay besides he can cook, but the rest of them can go.
A half is heavy.
But a good cook doesn't need hands. Ain't that right, Half?
Good cook as a heat. Look at each other.
Look back at the camera.
Anyway, back to Maroon. Everyone overboard!
Look at each other. Kind of.
I'll go first.
This part was fun.
It was
like the
fun.
most
Yeah, it was fun because you was
You
jumping
fell!
overboard.
You fell on my shoulder!
Time you did have
Oh,
your
yeah,
foot.
you walked?
You're good.
I did.
Oh,
It
goodness.
was just fun just to jump in the pool.
No.
It's so uncomfortable to have your jeans on.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, at some point, who falls on Jared's shoulder?
Yeah,
I don't know
Brandon.
why you're
I
jumping.
do.
Brandon jumps and falls on my shoulder.
Ow! Was that later?
Those are the most party pants I
Yeah, I
had.
think it's one of the
It's really obvious because I moved like 5 feet to the left.
It's no more.
No, it's not.
Because she's Superman.
Yeah, she can change me.
I like how your hat looks, Jared.
I like the way that's
Like flopping over, yeah.
Check out my really muscular back. That's all I got. I'm so thin.
Looks like you already been in the water.
Alright, watch.
Oh,
Okay,
But
watch.
they-
You
Okay,
can see
right.
Brandon when he falls.
Oh! Ow!
Yeah. I was
Looks so
How
bad.
did that hurt you, Brandon? We're over here is Jared's side.
yeah. I fell down backwards.
Floating along.
We had to kill off Rusty here, kind of.
Yeah.
This is where you
I like
kill
the
me
little
out.
splash at the end when you
sorta.
kind of go
Where
under.
you get lost when
I
you
get lost.
swim.
No, it's lost because you couldn't come to every film.
Having trouble swimming.
Why is he lost? He can't come to
Wisconsin in a car.
That's scary. I think every horror film should be filmed in Wisconsin.
They go to the pool, like, how
Either that or Canada.
This is one of the better sets.
I just
Oh,
wonder,
yeah.
like, I'm carrying my
Yeah,
dry
that's good, that's
clothes
good.
out of the ocean. How does that
Just swim in one
work? My
hand.
hair's
Oh,
like
let's keep
perfect.
this dry.
Think about this. Who was fighting right before we got tossed over? Who were the ones that were stupid enough to get themselves captured?
Everyone's quiet all of a sudden because
Bloody
Harrison's talking.
fight hard!
We want to listen to Eli, Alyssa.
Yeah, everybody loves Eli.
That's food.
Sure, that's it.
Yeah.
That's why.
No, it was just
Where
a
is-
beautiful
where
shot
is
with the
Alyssa?
water in the background.
Remember she ditched us.
You must use your willpower.
Like, way back I was saying, I forgot when she
You
ditched
must
that was
use your
the
willpower.
ghosts were attacking us on our ship.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Because you couldn't make it to the filming. That was
So they were freaking out about
yeah,
it.
so apparently Luke couldn't make it to some of the filming,
I
so we
don't
had
really
to add in this part
understand.
where all of a sudden Rusty goes missing.
Yeah.
Rusty.
Ew.
Look at those muscles.
Man boobs. Oh, I made this technically. I told you what to do for
We
it.
still have that plot.
I told you what to do for the soup. I bring you
Good
like
job.
call me. You're like, hey, can you make something look gross but taste good? So, yes.
You can get it to food.
Bad plot.
It does sound like that.
It doesn't.
No.
You made it look even grosser than I told you though.
Really?
Yeah.
Actually, no, it just looks like chicken noodle soup.
How did you make it without any hands, man?
He's a good cook, apparently.
Yeah.
Good
It
cook.
must be
apparently.
hungry.
I like how the hook
No,
got
it's kind
stuck
of
in
like, oh, let's just
Yeah.
get a little bit.
This is like, hey, I'm not that
Okay.
hungry, you know, I just want to
Perfect.
Oh,
I just want
the
this.
sloppiest.
Just trying to cut down a little bit.
There's
Yeah.
their favorite robot.
Weight Watchers.
I like how it says rowboat on the side, too. I always title my rowboats.
Yeah. This is the rowboat.
We should just label everything, like helm and deck and rusty.
Yeah, the best. The other people sound like it's coffee.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah, that's cute.
Remember when the
And then she's there, and then she's there.
Yeah, yeah. They're magical, remember?
just like me.
Sure.
She looks
Just
so
like you.
dark.
Kind of
Really?
No comments. No comments.
Which one?
I'm just counting the makeup. Look at that.
They both kind of.
Everybody
Yo,
does.
remember when you
Especially the evil one.
remember when you commented on the makeup? We can't say what the outcome was, but remember when you did that?
No.
Okay, I'll
Oh,
Back in a row.
I remember when I did that.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Out of the
I'm obviously.
my sword wouldn't quite fit.
What
You're such a
just
good
happened
rower.
just now?
I was trying to row without.
No, I mean,
actually-
what was that? What part of the plot was that?
Oh.
She found out that we weren't there. Because she came back for
Yeah, I
us,
was trying to
she
find
got
you
us.
guys.
I didn't want to take off my shirt because I was too skinny.
There's no point to
I'm
that
pretty
happening.
thin here.
Good job.
Because you just ended up here.
Where's,
Everybody
no,
just
here's
ended
the
up
one for me
here.
to take off my shirt.
I was making
We
fun
needed
of-
to dry, because I mean, all of a sudden we
Wow,
have
you
like.
look
Oh, yeah.
sexy.
Here's the rest of the bow. It's just like a
I was
square.
so thin. Look how thin I am.
I remember I was making fun of you because you were like bony and Brandon was like muscly.
For my allergies were really bad.
Poor KENDRA.
You were throwing rocks.
I was in a bad mood.
Yeah, I remember that.
I got hit right
Aw.
in the eye. I remember
Sorry.
that.
Come on, guys.
I can't see to this
No
day.
more food.
No more food. Oh.
Wisconsin.
Again.
Yeah.
You can hear the
Two
car.
shots.
You didn't mute it.
Trees.
That one's slightly better.
Where is that?
She said.
Where exactly are we? We're in Wisconsin.
Yeah, what
You're
what
wearing
has
high
happened?
heels.
Where is the plot going?
Well, now
I
they're on
lost track.
Trixie Island. They,
Oh,
I think
okay.
the plot's going
like,
east.
those guys got marooned there, and I went back to the ship to try to find them, and then realized they weren't there, and somehow found them on CC.
And you're still out there.
Hmm.
No way.
Okay.
Did she?
You're all dry now.
Wait, did you even comment about him being gone when you came back? Or were you just like, hey, it's you guys? Like
Who
when
cares?
Elise came back, did she comment about
Yeah,
missing
I
Rusty?
think she did.
I would hope
I think
so.
Yeah, I think she commented. She's
I mean-
like, where's Rusty? Yeah, she did say.
Wasn't he supposed to be like your oldest crewmate or something?
Yeah, there was some dialogue about that, and then there was.
What about, wait, technically, wouldn't it be, like, Eli be the oldest crew member?
No,
Because he was in the beginning.
Well, yeah, but
He
Rusty.
was sleeping downstairs.
He was sleeping downstairs again.
Eli, your brother's actually part of the crew.
There was hope.
Yes.
I'm gonna go grab a sip of my root beer while I'm in this scene.
Care about this scene.
You're starting to hate curses.
I'm out of certain hating Eli, but
That's, see, I was supposed to say this. My whole purpose to
Yeah.
the plot was to explain what was going on, and I wasn't here to do it, so poor Eli had to do it.
So Rusty said.
So we just said that Rusty told Eli the
Yeah,
story.
I was the guy who knew about all this stuff.
I have to duck coming down your stairs.
Ha.
Now wait, I wasn't finished. The first
Deal with that Adam. Ha.
On the first day,
too.
the one that serves most sailors.
I jumped down the stairs one time and
Yeah, this was the-
because I hit my head on the.
It sounded like more of a rant than anything else.
Right there.
Please tell me that's the whole curse.
No, wait, there's more. On the second day, you lose your mind. You start seeing things and hearing things. Like that.
That was good.
On the third day, it is said that you lose your willpower, lose all hope. So on the fourth day, you turn to sand. How do you know these curses are real?
Oh yeah, Vladimir turns to sand. I like it.
Rusty made up the curse!
Oh, he does it then. What happened?
At that point, I can never tell if he was laughing or crying.
Yeah, right. I think it ends up being real, I think, right? I don't even remember.
Anyway,
Well,
back to business.
considering Vladimir turns into sand.
It's true, he does. I remember that part where, okay. I was here though, wasn't I, guys? Wasn't I here with you?
Yeah, you
Why do
were.
I keep crossing
So
my
why am I not in
arms?
the scene? I could have been in the
Because we
scene.
already ditched you for
Yeah, 'cause
the
we
other
lost
scenes that we already recorded.
But there were none.
No, like we have recorded later scenes where you weren't there, so
Oh,
you
then
couldn't
we
be
just-
here
Really?
because.
Oh, okay. Well,
We
let's
could have
watch
just easily
for
sent him
I
off.
think by the
but-
time
Oh
it all
wait,
happened.
oh, there's that really quiet line here where they're talking about.
Sam Booth is incredibly
Oh, yeah.
handsome.
Yeah, who's this incredibly handsome Sam you keep talking about?
Oh no, it's the other Vladimir.
Oh,
yeah,
no!
that's the first
No!
time we did.
Something to get rid of the wind.
Oh, so such bad acting. I'm back.
I
This
know.
guy is not
And
good.
Master Gigi. Oh!
I miss our old
Yeah.
Vladimir. He was good.
That was actually his first acting experience, pretty much. So.
Yes, Alyssa. It was mine too.
Is she thinking?
Yes, that was her thing.
Where's the duck guy?
Yeah.
I like his outfit the best.
Yeah, too bad you didn't have that outfit. I know you're jealous.
I had no outfit.
You had no outfit.
He was supplied with an outfit.
Yeah, that's right, he was. Just the jacket and hat, I think.
Yeah, that was my jacket.
You didn't get.
Yeah, Max like made his own costume for Daniel Ducktooth.
Oh,
Yeah,
he,
you did
whenever
a
he
good
cut
job.
himself here or something. Well, you weren't there. It was just me.
2001: A Space Odyssey.
Oh my gosh, I remember that.
Yeah.
You okay?
Just being me.
Just shuddering.
It's not a shudder, it's a chill.
Chill.
It's chill.
What happened just now?
Dragon.
They dragged him across the entire
Yeah,
island.
it's all on the island and Jarvis and shit.
Yeah, it would really suck to have a mustache like that.
I know.
Yeah, I think at one point we had to use Sharpie, and it was
Yeah.
like burning because he was sweating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he like the sweat. So
He
much.
was the worst. That's why I had to keep
Oh
refinding
dang!
makeup.
I'm wearing
It
my
was
glasses.
disgusting. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about my glasses.
Hey, there I am.
Where?
No, I'm not here. Just kidding.
Yeah, I was like, I don't
You're in
see
the
you.
dream.
No, because we shot the scene with me
Yeah.
in it.
You're in the
Yeah,
dream, you're
but
in the
then-
dream.
Yeah, I made a dream, so you're here again. In the dream.
Haven't you watched
Take
this
a
before?
Yeah,
Let's
see.
not forget about
Yes,
that.
but I had to go on time. No, because I think.
See? There you
Look at that.
Yeah, but I think
There's
that
your
she
foot,
shot-
dude.
are. Done.
You got a foot and a hand.
That's
Look,
it.
I think this. Oh yeah, there's your other foot. Awesome.
Wow.
There you are.
Hand.
Caesar.
Why did we make it a dream?
Because you weren't there.
You know, I could have been there. I think we shot enough of the scenes with me in it that I could have been there. With you you go all the way through.
I really got grass into its mouth there. Like I threw grass.
The only one I wasn't in was like cannibal.
Yeah, the cannibal one. Or that one fight where we're accusing people of stuff.
And the
Right,
great.
When
it's
we
all like
originally
a
did
thing.
this pool.
Oh
Yeah, so we made up with the pool that was so awesome.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh, that
what?
was so long ago.
Yeah.
That one took
You
a
made us.
while too.
She's right about what?
Yeah.
That's what I think about every
right
time.
about
She's
what?
right about what?
She's
Don't
right.
forget.
And not single one of us little. I don't think we should be jumping from. What's that?
Yeah.
Wow.
How soon?
That's a bit contradictory, isn't it?
I guess this means this is past history. So that means about 2 days.
Curse is real, mate.
After springs.
He was the best actor.
Oh, he was
Daniel
Max
Ducktooth.
Fine. I gotta give a shout out to him. He's a good friend of mine.
awesome.
But Max memorizes like Shakespeare plays. Like we had a speech class together, and we were supposed to prepare a 2-minute speech, but he had already prepared something for something else, and it was like 15 minutes of Shakespeare.
Oh man.
I was like, Max, thanks a lot. Now I didn't get to do my second speech. Thanks.
Oh, I'm Daniel Ducktooth. And this here's Duck.
Daniel Ducktooth.
Duck talks.
I love how I listened to him through
Max
his
also
hat.
had his head shaved here because he played Gollum in a play.
Yeah, I remember.
So I remember just looking across in church and I seen he's like this. He was just rubbing his head. It was so funny.
That's hilarious.
You don't give a rip? What?
Give a rip.
I love Luke in the background. I yell at him and stuff. And he pats my head.
Oh, I tried
He's
to
really
train
trying to
Grace.
steal the bandana.
Yeah.
He was so jealous. He didn't have anything.
Why sea salts? Because it's from the sea, of course. Look, if you want to be free of the curse, all you have to do is get off the island, as in the sea.
Then why don't we just go swimming?
Oh, it's too far from here. Too long of a walk. Bad for my back. Yeah, that's why I always keep the lucky sea
Yeah.
salt on.
The village. Yeah, the Chief Czechoslovakia's tribe is kind of. They're pretty advanced. But they don't have boats. Cause I want the boat.
I feel sorry for Doc. He's taking long around.
And then
Doc
they
is like,
all-
whoa, 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 whoa.
I have to watch that.
That's it. That's it. Sea salt. Coming up the sea
Poor
salt.
Rusty, he only comes back in his dream.
Sea salt.
He's gone again.
Sea salt. Greedy. Sea salt.
Eli, what are you talking about?
Jared's chewing on a stick.
Captain, the
He's in a
solution
soda.
is sea salt. If you want to be free of the curse,
Yeah, no one
all
touched
we have
that
to do
soda.
is rub sea salt on our shoes.
How do you know that?
Because I had a dream. And in that dream,
I have a dream.
and this
I just watched that speech the night before.
Really?
Yeah. The Martin Luther King Jr. speech. So it was like stuck in my head, so.
by rubbing sea
Yeah,
salt,
Dio, which is Disney obsessed, right?
we
Free of the disorder.
Okay.
We will be immortal.
I think you might be telling the truth. I had the exact same dream.
Texting
Me
me.
too. Me three.
That was the weird one. When you picked that one, I'm like,
Me too.
I'm like bouncing.
We should have like we one.
Maybe just also dancing. Curse of Water's great dance.
It's like me.
Dert was sitting on it.
Kendra has a seizure. Me three.
What's going on? We're rubbing
Putting sea salt on our boots.
Rubbing sea salt
Even though nobody
montage.
has shoes on.
Gay. Sorry.
Maybe a little. Maybe just a little. Nah. It's called feminine.
Sammy the Ghost
Isn't that a
Star.
beautiful and elaborate
Okay, fine.
graveyard?
Just
Yeah,
don't
we're
ghosts
hiding-
come out of
hiding
this.
behind the gravestones.
This part is cool. This part is cool.
It's pretty great.
It's a ghost dog, I think.
Sammy the
Yeah,
Ghost
my
Star.
dad
Samuel's like
was-
great. Ghost dog. It's fabulous. Amara would not have backed a ghost dog.
I'm trying to figure out what kind of dog she is. She looks like she has some sort of greyhound in her.
I know, that's what we thought.
Yeah, we think Tucker and Drew have
She actually looks a little like an Egyptian pharaoh hound.
Yes.
Except she's black.
Must be a
Yeah,
midget.
they
Who
were
died
not-
here? Is this where Who died here?
Fido, apparently.
Who died to the left of me?
You'll see later.
That is my dog.
There is a ghost dog. Where?
There it is. I saw.
Really hard to see it.
Yeah, I need to.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. Yeah,
That's
that was
actually a very good
that was my
special
dog. We
Except we're ghosts as well, if you look.
How did you do that?
we had people.
Capacity.
Well, just for the shot, we had people stand on either side and call the dog, and then I used 2 shots. The
And you
one
got
with us freaking out, and the one with just the dog by himself running back and forth, and I
And you faded
changed
that
the
shot.
opacity.
You can barely
You're just ugly.
That was
That was good.
Oh yeah,
That
it
was
was like
so
the best
funny.
comeback. Look at me, just like, oh, free. But you
Clarence! Clarence!
Yeah, Clarence. Bob's uncle.
By the way, Kendra, my cousin said like you were her favorite in this movie. She was like, every time he had a line, she was like,
Fabulous.
We have fans.
I know. Right? What?
people saw this.
People liked it.
Was this the evil woman?
No.
They're just like fondling those skulls.
I like the skull.
Do you mind if I rope your skull?
Let's trade. No. Oh gosh.
I was told to do this. I
No, I told you no. You insisted on it. Pretty much everything I tell you.
Harrison, I told you I was 12. I made many batches.
Well, now you're 15. You make more.
To make more.
Just pretty much. Here's a little life lesson. Every
Okay,
year.
rock commentary. You don't.
Every year. Well, these people in the commentary will love this. Every year, you're gonna look back and realize how stupid you were the year before.
Very much.
Why is the island cursed?
Because it is.
Why not?
Why not? Why isn't it cursed?
Why wouldn't
Actually,
there
maybe Zeke sees they want people finding a stone or something like that. Could be a thing. I mean,
Well, the movie's called Cursed Ocean, so something has to be
it's
cursed.
called cursed waters.
Cursed.
Yeah, that one too.
And the island is cursed, but the water will uncurse them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
the
the
water
water
is
is better
part of
as
the
the
island.
water is that.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Why is it called the cursed island?
I
Because
don't
I think that's
know.
been done before. No, that's Shutter Island.
I am
Oh,
not
yeah.
evil, bloody idiot. Yeah, well,
And
you're
then
a
originally
bunch
this
of
was supposed to be
sharp-faced.
between
Sorry, beggar.
Kate.
Like
This is
switched
your
it
man
around,
lover. Fancy pants.
You guys were reading here, weren't you?
What?
Weren't you guys reading?
No good.
Yeah, we held up the script. and
Yeah,
stuff
so
like
you
this.
could read it.
Yeah.
That's very
They were really long insults. Nasty.
See, we really owe all the behind the scenes to Mrs. Huber, Mr. Huber, and me and Kendra. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, right?
I did the camera work. I was the gopher.
Gopher.
I really was the gopher.
Pretty much. Well, he's not. Well, you're in the shop.
Oh, I just got.
Yeah.
Even if it didn't go so well. Who was it that picked all you penniless nobodies off the dirty island of Tortuga? Huh?
I wasn't penniless either. I had a good subdivision of Tortuga.
This thing here, I didn't know how to use it.
Okay, alright.
This thing, I never even killed anybody. I didn't know how to use
Oh,
it.
but my skull! My skull!
I don't know. How do you not even know how to use the thing if you like beat her in a sword fight earlier?
So yeah.
It really makes sense.
Well, that sword, when we started, it was so small that it actually worked. But then it was like a knife at the end.
And then Brandon throws the skull at me during the fight.
Oh yeah, watch for it and listen to the sound effect for when he gets hit with the skull.
Yeah. So you know,
It's like it's
really
like a
weird
cartoon
ones
sound
when
effect.
you're just because I'm that spastically.
Glitching. Glitching. Why is everyone fighting?
Well, if you pay attention,
You're accusing each
you
other of
know.
being
No, is it actually, is it because they still are blaming each other for the problems?
They,
Yeah, wait.
they're saying each other is evil. You're the evil ones. We should get rid of you. No, you're evil. Blah
Wait,
blah blah.
what?
And I'm just like,
Why
Wait.
is someone got to be
and I'm
evil?
hiding behind a mini.
Here, Brandon's gonna
That's
throw a
a
skull
mini
at me.
tombstone right there. I'm not just crouching.
Eventually,
Here it is. He throws a skull.
Wait, why does somebody have to be evil though? Why?
Oh,
Here it is.
I think it's this
Just because
Oh, here, that's a
Ken, they
finish.
have issues.
What?
No, okay, I'm actually gonna rewind it because it's that funny.
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
Humans
Listen,
don't have
listen,
reasons.
it's
Why
good.
is this?
Humans
Why
are
now?
stupid,
Why
okay?
now though? We've been together for.
Okay, listen. When it goes to the next scene, someone
We're doing
gets
a
hit with a
commentary, we
skull,
can't
and it
rewind.
sounds like douche.
Love it.
That wasn't pre-recorded, right?
Everybody, stop fighting. Vladimir career out this way. Cut. Brandon's just laying there with the skull.
Wait.
Like, who threw that? It was, I know it was Heather, but like...
No, it was Anthony, and he hit me in the He
I
caught
mean-
me the first time he threw it. He
Ew.
cut my hand
Who
open.
wants to-
I'm not kidding. It was down from, like, there.
Easily.
Just because he threw a plastic gun. I must be really weak.
I love how you just see me like, Jared like goes up to talk to me and I just like shove him.
I'm a leaf. You know he's a leaf.
Are we hiding for real?
Yeah, we were hiding.
Ken
I
just
don't
got
know.
the
Right there.
Well, I didn't have to hide.
Yeah.
Because you weren't there.
I wasn't there. There's a lot of stuff that happens at this gravestone spot.
Yeah.
All right.
So who died there?
Fido? Or...
And then-
On the left.
James Vladimir.
Yeah!
Grandma.
Animals! This is the best thing ever.
Captain, should we go after them?
I don't know what
Well,
the
they have the map, and we're after the treasure, so yeah, let's go! Alright.
That was one of the most fun to film.
The
Yeah.
animal.
Yeah.
This was not.
I got a lot of heels. The high heels, you were a good like 5 inches taller than me.
Yeah, that did make a difference.
That says a lot.
It's supposed to be cannibal. Friendly, most of the time. Except when you get them angry.
You get them angry, then they
What if
eat
they're
you.
hungry?
So creepy.
And it's
Come on,
cannibal.
let's just go. Forget it. No one's gonna miss us.
Wait, no,
No,
that's
it's
not
gonna
how I
miss
see
us.
it. I'll miss me.
Yeah.
I'll miss life.
I love how they just like are all together.
What? You're like random cat classes.
Yeah, like I wanted to forget to take the
They're on
It's so hard to walk up these things. I think this is the only thing that makes Curse of Waters good.
Yeah.
No, Curse of Water was just overall okay. It was
Yeah,
just,
it is. But I
But-
just think
but
the
Eric-
cannibal
Eric-
scenes are the
So
best.
not Katie.
Out of both
She's
of
not
them.
actually.
I love her like all checking
She's
her
usually
out.
more serious in the way she's like that.
Yeah.
And like, that's not me.
Correct him like how everyone's like.
She's a good actor then.
I guess so.
Okay, here we go. Harrison, get the girl.
Does Harrison get the girl? Tune in
That's the
next week to
question.
find out.
Oh.
Jared, this is kind of Jared and I's experience.
This is no fun.
This is
Super
Jared.
fun.
See, Jared can't even get a girl in movies.
I'm sorry.
You're just like
Always ends the same way.
She can be me anything.
See, my ad-libs are
That's
fine.
basic.
I
That was
love
what I
the
was
chief.
supposed
He's
to
got
do.
like a skull t-shirt on.
Yeah.
dropped that point.
Is this a can opener? That was funny.
You want something will save your life. One thing.
I know.
One thing.
I love this guy. One thing. White boy. Cannibal.
Is that real root beer?
Who's this guy?
Chris.
That pop was a sound effect.
Gosh, I think I missed it.
He's poking me.
Oh,
I never noticed
I
this.
get it. You give him the drink. and
Watch
then-
Chief Chuckawaka, he's poking me.
He's like, he's alive.
Like, what is this thing? I think I still have that mask.
Oh, the masks. Oh, it's
That was
Atlantis.
awesome.
It's in the law.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes! What a waste.
There's
Waste
just
of money.
with the skull.
My name's Eva.
He's doing that for like.
I know,
I know, right?
I know. We have
Eyebrows
like
at you.
way too much footage of this. Same again. Just replay it.
Oh, this is the best.
Wait, best line in the movie.
Yes.
Yes.
My people think you suck. suck.
But people think you suck.
Slow motion. Yeah.
That's where they eat.
Oh, that music was so terrible.
Daily storytelling.
What you
No, he goes
I
annual.
missed out on all the storytelling and stuff.
I'm sure you're thinking, like, let us all die.
Well, I was defeated Vladimir.
Stay calm, minions. We will see.
That is like so much louder than everything
I mean,
else.
I know.
our treasure.
Volume problems?
No, I know.
Find it first.
Probably the biggest problem.
Let's spit on it then, shall we? If I find the treasure, I get to kill you all so you can
Did
join
we
my
have to
ghostly
redo
crew.
this part?
Hey,
Because it's
Dad.
too
And
dark.
if I find
Yeah,
it,
we had to redo it.
Until you get
And
one
now
happy
it's one of
points.
my
It was like half of
you
allergies.
little.
I love
What a
that.
waste.
You had like 4 hours.
Oh my gosh, it was like all the time.
Wait, why? Oh, yeah, that's right. You have to work with Vladimir to escape, and it's all like,
Deal.
If you listen, you can hear.
figure it
Well,
out.
actually,
If you listen closely, you can hear what's his face, Eric
Oh.
singing in the background in some
Might
shots.
as well hear it out.
I'm like so clueless right now.
And then
Is
he
this
got
the
thrown out.
first? Is this the
See, I
first
spent 4 days
encounter
trying to
with
forget this
Vladimir?
movie. No, I'm just-
Just while you guys were filming, just watching Eric was just.
First
Uh,
We were
yeah,
like
it's the first
lacking in
time.
drama a little bit there for that. Like,
Yeah.
hey, Vladimir, what's up, dude? You've been haunting us this whole
Wait,
time.
wait, listen.
I like this guy. I like this guy. I wish I met him.
Awesome.
Okay, too. Speaking of that, he speaks it, of course. On the front.
Look at my bandana. It's like going both ways.
What sharks? We're nowhere near the ocean.
Yeah.
On an island.
There's wood back there. There's the ocean. Cornfield.
The green
Oh, wait,
one.
no, guys, we're in the ocean. We're in the
Oh
ocean.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
There you go.
It's multi-purpose
The
terrain.
Ego? What am I like advertising for Ego?
That's what you're doing.
And there I am again.
Yeah, whoa. You
I was
changed
there
the
twice.
So what's the deal with the mask?
That's just their thing.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense then. Tiki torch, of course.
Yes.
What is today?
Dancing around the tiki
It's
torch.
a num-num tiki torch.
One
One
tiki torch.
Come on!
No,
Num-num
there's
tiki
another
torch is pretty
one.
funny.
There's two. Where do you go? How'd you get out?
I was
They
thrown out.
It was
opened
actually
the
fun
door
taking down that.
for him,
this
and then they left it
What'd
open.
you do?
Oh, we took a baseball bat to the whole thing. Yeah, that was fun.
They're
There's
not
a lot
really
of
good.
plot
But
holes.
you can't have it.
There's a few in this movie.
Oh wow, that's so predictable. I'm sorry. I'm predictable. That was Jared.
No. Thought it was my
At least you
brother.
can have it now.
Harrison.
Neither can you.
That map looks so realistic. I love
I
it.
know.
I had to
Totally
animate that to put it in.
Good job.
This is like in the middle of talking.
That was the only shot where.
That's like the most, you choose like the worst time to pause it.
So why? What's the deal with the map though? Did we forget
Got
something?
blown.
in the
Okay.
It like blew away.
The lighting on
So
this
it's
deck
clear.
I liked.
Oh yeah, that turned out good.
It's
That's
worse.
Flash Machine gave
It's
us
alright. I love how it ends here.
Just freaked out.
It's worse than my.
What was that?
Oh, what's that?
She scared him.
It's almost as bad as my profile picture.
Doesn't have clothes on. Of course. Fate.
That's so much wind.
You can see the wind, so it actually works.
Yeah, it's cool.
Medicating.
Doesn't she have a crush on him?
Yes.
Duh.
It's quite obvious.
Hamburgers.
You're like,
No, I think she has a
Oh.
crush on hamburgers.
Oh, map. I found it. Wait a minute. How did Cleaver get the map?
yeah, or maybe like the god of the sea is helping you. Oh no, that'd be too much like Pirates of the Caribbean. This is nothing like that.
Exciting.
Yeah, there's like the dead crew, that's totally different. They all curse, that's different.
Yeah.
They're on an island in cannibal
We're just, like,
Yeah,
hanging
that's
out
totally
with them.
different. Oh, the princess falls in love with this.
And then he got kind of annoyed that you got
There's
to
there are
choose
different characters.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It's completely
It's so
different
much
feel.
better.
Oh, hold your
What did you just throw into the water?
Hold your-
Oh,
like-
okay, I thought you like just drop into the water. It's like, oh shoot.
It's like a sword.
Oh, this is
It's in the water.
jazzy.
Yeah, like.
Oh, the jazzy
With my
thing?
sword.
That was.
Hey, you and Galena
Something else
like walked off
Yeah,
the
it's
ground.
been
just the little things.
I think the best scene to film was probably the last scene.
Yeah,
That was
in
so
the
much
cave.
fun.
That was so stressful. That was so
It was
stressful.
hot.
That's why we had to record you being
Sleep
old the next
and being
morning,
asleep.
remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we all stayed over here for the overnight when they went home.
It's okay. Whatever.
You just didn't like us.
No. There's the cave. That's also the garage.
Yes.
Yeah, the outside's a cave, the inside's a garage that looks like a
This
cave.
is also where we filmed Kingdoms of Prophecy.
I
We can never find
noticed
it.
that.
Yeah,
I was
never-
like, oh my gosh, I went to the cave!
Never gonna make
It's
it into
the
a movie. Sad.
That movie was so awesome.
Careful, Fletcher's kidding.
That was like gonna be our best movie.
Of course I
I had
would.
90
every
pages of the
single
Kingdoms of
reference.
Prophecy.
Because I'm still going
It's
through
like-
withdrawal.
Not even finished.
I'm not trying to withdraw.
If you watch them
torture.
again, it's
So
more. It's like a
good.
different kind of magic.
They're all so
Because I used to just love the parts where like they would like all the toys would fight the people trying to break into the Beast's castle. That was my favorite.
Yeah.
That
Now
part's so great.
Now my favorite part is like
How
the
can I lost my
end.
precious
She's
map?
awesome.
My favorite's the prologue.
Or no, there's
no talking. Wait, there is talking.
I like the prologue actually my
Prologue's
best.
really cool.
Who could ever love
Okay.
Beast? And we're doing a commentary for a different movie right now. Back to.
Oh, we're watching Kirsten Waters. That's right.
Oh, this is the Beauty and the Beast.
It's not. Oh.
Dang it.
We have to
This
read
is
it
when
in
your
the same as my
allergies were like.
Oh, that was allergy day.
Oh,
Yeah.
allergies. How I hate you.
I stepped on a needle on my foot.
Wow.
Yeah, wasn't there like glass on the floor?
There was.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh,
Remember?
yeah.
Aw, the cave loves you.
We found
Hey, is that the
glass
sock
in
from the
bottle that was
beginning?
shaped like a heart.
It's a magic.
Oh wait, we messed up this whole thing
No,
with
it was on
socks.
Cleavy's sock.
At the
Oh.
end,
It's like
I bet you
Cleaver
Cleavy was
sucker,
like,
Cleavy
what's
and
what you do with
Freddy.
it?
Why did Cleaver?
Look, it's
Yes.
socket.
Here. Oh, he found the map.
I never made that connection.
Clevey, I've been looking everywhere for you.
See, it's Cleavy.
Oh.
Precious,
you stole it, Freddy. This would be great in a major motion picture. Again, that was a good
Right.
shot. I like it. Matt McKellar running out of the cave, finding him in
Yeah.
the water.
All dirty and gross.
He does a good run. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, he's a good crazy person run.
I like how we're like pretending to be like crashing.
Oh look, it's all of a sudden like
Right.
way bigger.
I love you.
I'm in the climax.
Hi, Jasmine.
Then you get
Oh,
finally.
I know.
And I got my hat.
I love when you guys shake
And
your
you
head.
were
You're like, look at it.
Yep. Well, because I found treasure.
Well, yeah.
Maybe we could like blur me out of the shot.
Rusty.
Yes, about that. I found it.
I'm wearing jeans.
Pretty
You're
rugged.
always wearing jeans.
I know. I didn't have
I'm
any
good, I
other
really am.
pants. They were kind of tightish, so I thought they kind of looked like those tight pants they wore back then.
Like leggings.
Would they wear?
Yeah.
Would they wear tight pants?
No, they did because they would like just like it was like the Renaissance and stuff.
Yeah.
They
I
like
wear
thought
tight
they
pants.
looked super cool.
Yeah, I know.
and,
I
like,
didn't
like
do
tight
4 minutes
pants.
the whole time, like we do now.
Yeah, right. Our kids will like look at our pictures and
I'd
be like, "What are you
Why
wearing?"
did you wear that?
Be like, "Cause it was cool."
No, I know it was because they were gray.
Really
It was because they were gray pants, and so I thought, well, they're gray. So everything else I had was
But
blue.
the reason why I wear these pants is because normal pants are too baggy.
What's Brady doing?
That was where Brandon cut my foot when he dropped that thing on us. That
So we are getting
The scene was planned, sort of choreographed.
Sort of way.
Alyssa and I were just PO'd each other the whole day, though.
Yeah. Well, that was the day that the reporters came, wasn't it?
Oh
It was
yeah,
the
that
most
was
stressful
No,
day.
she threatened to sue us.
stressful day. Who did?
Who did?
One of the reporters threatened to sue you because of the dog.
Are you
Oh,
serious?
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, get a
Then
grip.
I have the Sonic Zixie in my hand.
It's Veggie Tales.
I know, for some reason that always reminds me of Veggie Tales. That's sour.
Drink your power. Ah.
So, let me get this straight. You went all the way to Zixie Island. just
Man
to
Dark.
interact with the stone
From Dexter's Laboratory, that's what he sounds like.
Yeah.
That way we wouldn't sound so clueless. Shut from
He's supposed to sound like Dexter. Saturday. What day is it? Saturday.
August 13th, 1649.
1649.
Expired.
Yeah.
Buddhist boy, did you think you could survive in a world full of pirates and voodoo?
Well, actually, you know, part of stuff I'm doing great.
We all just got
This is the definition of my life.
Well, no. Just actually, let me tell you about this. Well, you pull my sword at you.
Let me tell you about my life story.
I think an hour later, yeah.
I'm eating so much popcorn.
That's what it's like on the phone, just so you know.
Like all.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So I hate talking on the phone because they talk forever.
Whoa, hey, look, random treasure.
So,
Like
that's
on
probably what
Facebook,
they're trying to
Oh, that was probably, oh, you're right. It was in the center of the shot.
Oh, didn't you like
What happened?
actually throw it?
You
Why
gave
is
it
this-
to me, and I
Wait,
took
why?
it, and then I handed it to Brandon.
I still think it's
It got
lame
to
that
Jared,
Eli
it
doesn't
to
beat
Alyssa.
that Eli
Why are
doesn't
we
beat
trying to
Eli
get
there.
the stone?
I don't know.
Broken.
I don't know.
Eli
Why are
should
we
beat-
trying to get the stone, Alyssa?
Eli should have beat Eli out of there.
I don't know.
Alyssa, I do that all the time when I try to write something, so it's okay.
Yay!
Sorry.
Woo! Sorry.
She lives. Hooray. Huzzah.
Why
The
would
last
you
of
cheer?
bad
No, I
acting.
was cheering because someone actually got killed in this movie.
Everybody
Oh my gosh,
paused.
it's so...
Yeah, everyone's like,
Talk about going to a tanning salon. It's like the most, it's like all the light is like shining directly in her face.
Now he wants it because it's valuable.
Right.
Oh, this part
Cameras
was
just
funny.
sitting.
We're all sitting.
Okay,
there.
this was a cool
Send me-
effect.
That scene was so intense, man. I like everyone like got like your dad like loved that when I did that first time that you must be like
Yeah, like
Smitty. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, like display it or something. See, like they're just chatting
Yeah, I'm hanging out back there. I am.
I felt so
back. And that
bored.
chest
I
ripped
love
my
it.
skirt.
What?
Yes, there's a hole in the back of the skirt.
Ooh.
I thought you never wanted to. I thought
But
you were
it's a
gonna burn
skirt.
that.
I wanted to, but we never made plans to burn.
Do I have like purple around my
Wait,
eyes?
look at the
No.
bug on
From
his.
the 70s.
oh yeah.
There's a bug that's just crawling up.
It was
across
so
the-
bad. I don't know why my hair was long.
That jacket and the
Beautiful.
Harmonies, Jared.
That
Harmonies.
was beautiful.
I can't sing to save my life. I still can't.
Whoa, Jared, you flicking
But you're
off
so
there?
musical.
I literally.
I don't like how
did.
Jared never used his amazing curse to like chew through.
No, he's like doing like.
I know, right?
That would be great.
I'm like, what?
Like I got this guy. Eats the door.
I'm
Great.
Yum.
Rusty Wood.
Nobody and Harrison should have used his curse to win.
I know. I should have just tripped. And
Tripped and then there goes the stone, and he jumps after it. I don't know, something
I
like that.
tripped and like dropped the sword in his face.
Hey,
Falls trampling.
there's my hand too.
Just for fun.
Raise the hands.
You did it twice.
Yeah.
I did it.
You can't boast twice. Whoa, lighting difference there.
Just a little.
At least
He's
it
like
doesn't
gray,
look
now
like
it's
a
brown.
I
garage.
still have that. That's like a decoration in my room now. The
What?
golden lady that you're holding, Jared.
Ooh.
I'm holding a golden plate.
The only lady Jared's ever gonna touch.
So
That was
Birds.
good. Ooh.
That hurt really bad.
Now they're blue. My pens are blue now.
See, you lost
You know
the
my
video
gray jeans
already.
are probably
Wow.
dirty.
Wow.
Yeah, holding
Where's
it
your
now.
phone?
Changing your outfit.
Stone. Stone of Xerxes.
Xerxes.
Xerxes is a real thing. Xerxes.
Xerxes is a real person.
Yeah, he's a king of Babylon.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's a thing. He's a
4
thing.
days later.
He was a statue.
He was a
Wow.
mostly
Mostly.
king of Babylon.
That was his legacy.
Oh, this was actually a very good effect.
This is pretty
Yes. it
That was
turned out.
clever. How'd you come up with it?
I don't know.
And there's a boot. Oh, wait, it's a rock.
I feel sorry for Anthony's shoes. He got soaked and then.
I'm pretty sure that same thing happens to Blackbeard in Pirates of the Caribbean.
I think it does.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't turn the same.
And then I was like, they
His
copied
skin
my
dies and his
idea.
skeleton falls
Well, this
down.
came out first though.
Yeah.
True.
So they copied my idea.
Yeah.
No.
Cyrus is like, oh,
I'm pretty sure they didn't see this and then think, man, we gotta
They
do
really
this.
been
It's like
stalking
the
Alyssa
one
for
view is
years.
Jerry Bruckheimer.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly,
That one
exactly
view.
them.
Yeah.
Hey, we have a view. Oh, who is Jerry Bruckheimer? We all have heart attacks.
I hate that hat.
Yeah, our
so
friend
much.
actually got offered to join Pirates of the Caribbean. He was going to be one of either. He was going to be
He was
Pitel.
going to be, why didn't he?
Pitel because
turned it down.
it actually been less money than he was making. So
That's hilarious.
Who's gonna be the bald guy?
It would have been pretty awesome.
That's amazing.
I know, but we wouldn't have ever met him, so we wouldn't know.
yeah,
That's why I've ever met him. Then it wouldn't have been so cool. It just would
Yeah,
like,
so
yeah,
they'd
it's
be like,
that
oh,
dude.
there's the
Yeah.
that guy plays that guy. Look at
And then the other guy would be our friend.
that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Hey, wow, we actually decorated like the boat this time with the ladder. With the neck in
It's
there.
supposed to be a rail. But it's just sideways.
Sideways rail.
Where is the sails for this sucker?
This whole,
On the
the whole
house.
funny man's.
Yeah, that's right.
On the island.
Oh, my chocolate.
So wait a minute, everybody's still cursed though, right?
I think so.
What was the
No.
purpose of that?
No,
endeavor?
actually,
No, it's like we,
when we're doing like that sequel kind of thing, I think we're gonna try to tie up all the loose ends.
Maybe.
Hopefully
we
curses.
don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
We gotta get
This
rid
movie kind of rolled with the waves, ironically enough.
Yeah, 4 waves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the queen
wait,
of
That
grass.
was terrible.
That's the end?
No.
I love it.
There's a little
Oh.
more.
I love the very end.
Yeah, the very ending.
Yeah, don't forget Druid drinks from
I
the
became a
fountain of
prospector. Remember that for the sequel.
Alright, yeah.
Oh! That's pretty cool.
Why are you so excited?
It's kind of interestingly
I kicked the narrator. I love that. We're on the joke.
Alright.
The narrator.
Defeated Vladimir. You got the treasure.
Exactly.
Then why aren't you living in comfort and wealth?
Because we have to pay for Rusty to live in a boat.
Down by the river. Wait a minute.
Rent is expensive for that boat.
What was the
Well,
actual...
you know, it's my dad.
It has the power to break curses and lead you to great treasures.
Even though it is a
Where'd
treasure.
you get this? I haven't seen this for years.
Wait, could you be Elise?
There should be music.
No, that doesn't occur to him.
Do whatever you like.
Pretty dumb.
Wait. Why? I'm no one important.
We're important, I just...
I look like a ninja slash Legolas.
Yeah. Want to hear me quote the Assassin's Creed?
Yes.
She's the green assassin.
Yeah.
Hiding in the corner, blending in.
You'll never see
I must say, Soap's look is much better than Dirt's.
So...
Oh, I look such like a drug.
Yeah, Jared's a druggie.
I look like I've been...
things now as facial.
He still doesn't.
Yes, I do. I just...
You do.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. I just
No.
did.
Wait, Botox.
And now I can't have glasses. Don't have to forget.
It's the Botox. Uses Botox.
Still is filthy rich.
Thinks Joe is a monkey.
Might be true.
Might be a monkey.
Never know for sure.
What was the original tie-up?
Dirt.
That wasn't this.
There wasn't one.
There wasn't.
We never. She is Dirt.
Because there was the storybook.
New nickname. Soap.
So.
I did so. Yes.
Dirt invents soap.
Yes,
I love
sir, I
it.
know. I see you every day.
It's like I like the.
Yeah, I don't have this for you. It's a foreclosure from my daddy.
Come on, you know what?
Your dad seems to rule your life.
I love my daddy, apparently.
He gives you money.
Yes.
So.
Keeps me rich.
And pays for
My
your...
Botox. He pays for my Botox.
What cavern is this?
This is Dancing Monkey.
Dancing Monkey 2.
It's the one that doesn't look like any of the others.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks completely different, obviously.
It's different thing entirely.
It's different angles for each shot.
Yeah.
You are so good. I know.
I like how he took a bandana and kind of stuck it in your shirt and made it look fizzy.
Yes.
Make you look all sophisticated even though you're wearing a woman's jacket.
Yeah.
He still likes me.
What was the big? What was the in general curse? What was the in general curse?
You know, turning to say in a capital S.
Snap. Oh, it's right. In a rowboat. Currently sounds like an old man.
You were an old man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh boy.
Jared looks so drugged.
Guys, wait, I'm back up as good as it used to be. Just kidding.
Best pause ever.
Your Honor, the dancing monkey is still utterly cool. Looks like Tony Stark.
You did.
I did.
Yeah.
You did.
In person, mostly.
In person.
Oh, it's not over yet?
No.
She walks
No,
off
it's got
with
15 endings like
epilogue.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Look, you wait. You closed the cave the
Walk
door.
too fast, my gosh.
Let's
You're really be dramatic. There we go.
That's
There
better.
we
There
go.
we go. That's
Oh
good.
yeah.
Hey,
Hey, look, she's walking
you
into the
some-
suburbs of Tortuga.
Oh boy. Oh, it's over! 4 years of our life!
Yeah!
Well worth it!
Was
Well,
it?
more next, we're still working on it.
Let's read all the
We'll
credits
never
too.
know.
Okay, Alyssa Huber, Brandon Huber, David Huber,
What is
Harrison
it?
Wiggins.
Why does it say who we were as?
No, this
Because
is all
it's
camera.
Oh, wow, everybody.
How do you read that?
Costumes, everyone.
I don't think you're allowed to do that.
Sound
hard to
effects,
read.
Everyone? Yeah, I don't
Alyssa
think you're allowed to
Huber,
put
Harrison
everyone.
Wiggins,
It looks like.
Jared Wiggins,
Okay,
Max Pointner,
read.
Kendra.
Try reading Harrison. Video editor, Alyssa Huber, David Huber, Kate Terwasi.
It could be kind
Did you
of.
really see this? Try reading Harrison's name. It looks like 2 and then Harrison.
Linda looks like India or something.
Assistants. These were the Gophers. Jared Wiggins, Kendra, Kristen, Brandon, David, Linda, everyone who helped out.
Wait.
Gosh.
Okay, it looks
Oh,
like
yeah, it
double
does.
Harrison
Yes,
Wiggins.
I can't.
Lark, Kristen,
Rusty.
Where is he?
I don't see Rusty. Where's Rusty?
Piranha.
He was already up there. Because remember, he has the last name.
Jared, I can't even read
Yeah,
that.
I'm sure you already seen it.
That's
I
actually
can't
quite
read
a
those
big
words.
Ice
cast,
Candy,
even though
Princess
it's
Num Num
not that many
Tiki.
people.
Num num tiki.
No, no, Dicky. No, no.
I'm man. No,
Poo-poo
I am
two.
Na 2 1.
He as Shadow something something. I couldn't read it.
Special thanks. Linda,
Shadow.
David, Huber, Brandon, Huber,
Shadows.
North,
Basically, a special thanks to everyone. Right?
Yeah, just say
Why wouldn't they just say go?
Galena
I remember
was
who that was. Oh, that's one of my teachers.
She was a ghost too, though.
Oh, wait.
I think Katie's was just.
Why did she?
Wait, where is it? Where's no? Oh yeah, no people, animals, or neighbors.
Or
Neighbors.
neighbors.
He was turned into a
Or
shadow.
neighbor. Oh, the artsy neighbors.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, those
So
neighbors.
Whose dogs can't poop while we're
I mean, because
outside.
they were on the ship while he was on land.
Wait, here's
Hack. She like
Gets his
walked
last
off the
thing.
ship, like what happens?
What?
Wait,
What happens if his
Oh,
ship
here's
leaves
the
without
scene,
him?
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he gets sucked back in, or maybe he just dies.
You mean hack?
I love it.
Oh.
The shadow.
Now this fell off.
This is great.
It was an accident that it fell off.
This is brilliant. Hack. This is great. That was so not planned.
Thank y'all for
Beautiful.
watching.